And welcome back to Campaigns of the Plains. This week we'll be doing an episode of Monster of the Week. So we will do a little recap then of what happened last episode. So the gang, minus Henrietta, had stayed the night in Dawn's house with her father, and it was Christmas Day. Don's father had provided everybody with some cooler winter-style wear so that they would not freeze to death. Wrapped in newspaper, and he was busy making breakfast. Seemed in a lot better spirits, almost jovial, and everybody woke up and had a good breakfast, and I think you guys decided to. I think Danica actually ended up trying to call back to the bunker. Ever had been pretty sloshed on the nog, and Danica's mother, Susie, had left the bunker and had not told anybody where she was going. So she is in the wind now.
So I have an idea of where she went.
The wind. She's in the wind.
She's in the wind.
She's in the wind, literally.
The wind.
Yep.
The wind, the air elemental? She's here to help us? Thank God.
You're also half elemental.
In this campaign, too.
Yes, quite.
Something.
It's the Breeze song crossover.
Oh no, let's not.
We found a
You
great...
come from a long line.
Susie's maiden name is Breeze Song.
We did find out Gray's real name.
Yes, there was a
Ray, yeah.
news report.
Well, is it his real name?
Well, that's what
the government knows his real name to be.
Right.
Right, Gray.
Yeah.
Yes, the government had issued a nationwide APB for Raymond Grayson for the murder of all of the folks in the cul-de-sac that you had left, as well as the kidnapping of Kelly Emerson. So there was pretty big APB on the television, so you did get to learn Gray's real name. What else did you learn?
In Dawn's house? I think that's it. Dawn's house.
Oh, wait, the night previous.
Oh, yeah. Gray got visited.
Yes.
Got touched.
Yep, he got touched by an elemental. He had a dream, recurring or repeating dream, of a memory, and when he finally deduced that something wasn't right, he took actions to break the dream, and learned that, or woke up to see that Elpis had been basically cuddling with him.
I remember the dream. Yeah, I remember.
But she soon escaped, but not before blaming him for ruining everything, and telling him that if he wants to see the girl alive again, that he needed to come to the corn maze, which Dawn knew where that was. I think that's all you guys did before you headed to the maze.
Yeah.
Olivia checked in on
with Henry. Yep, I did.
Yeah.
I did scry on her.
And later Henry had a conversation with the ex-member of the Order of the Rose Shadow, Lotus, and had spoken to her while Henrietta had been dreamwalking. So she knew that she was there and had a conversation with you. She offered her aid to heal your broken spine, either the fast way or the slow way. And You had made an agreement with her to do it the fast way.
Whatever that means.
So, yeah, you guys got to the...
That's a little weird, because she's much younger.
You guys got to the maze, and it had been snowed over, making it much taller than it normally would be. And then as soon as you entered, a ice dome had appeared over top to ensure that you would not escape. As you guys walked in, there was this ice sheen mirror that split you into two groups. However, the group on the left went unconscious, and the group on the right had unknowingly become split from each other. As each one of them explored the maze, they were attacked by shapeshifters, looking like who they thought they were partnered with. And Olivia, you thought that you had been partnered with... No, it was...
We were together, weren't we?
No, I was with...
we eventually... Okay, never mind.
Yep,
Continue.
it was Ray, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was Gray, Olivia, and me and Dawn.
Yeah, but then we went unconscious, and then they each individually found us on as a scarecrow.
Yep. So Danica got attacked by Dawn, and Dawn got attacked by Danica, shapeshifters. Danica, I believe that you had found Olivia.
No, I found Gray.
Oh, you found Gray, that's right. Dawn had found Olivia.
Yeah, you found me, yeah.
And the shapeshifter had started stalking you guys, but an image of Henrietta appeared, a much younger looking Henrietta. And she stalked the shapeshifter that was following you guys. And you had a vision earlier on, Olivia, where you had seen Henrietta break Danica's neck. And Henrietta actually did end up breaking the shapeshifter of Danica's neck. So that was one shapeshifter down. And with the other group, Danica and Gray, you guys had found your way into the center portion. Did you guys deal with your shapeshifter?
I sent Arthur to go and
Right, stall it. That's
stall
right.
it. Yeah.
So you don't have Arthur, and
Tell
you're
him to
also
come find me.
you're also unaware of whether or not the shapeshifter is dead.
Yep. That's not the least of my worries right now.
It's fair.
Because, we found the statue with the girl, above a bunch of spikes.
Yep, there was a statue of Gray, made out of ice, that had been holding the little
I forgot
girl.
the statue is of you. That
Yeah, I forgot that
was
too.
very stalkerish, wasn't she? You should really get out a restraining order.
Well, she's
She did.
Yeah, but just in case she ever comes back.
I made the permanent restraining order.
right.
So yes, everybody rejoined up eventually, and had begun to fight Elpis, and Gray had focused on Elpis' movements and had taken the jug and finally caught Elpis within the gourd and had handed it over to Olivia, who then absorbed Elpis' energy and again formed a cocoon, and there was these mighty blasts of wintry coldness coming from the cocoon. Henrietta, as she was going to step into the dream world again to try to help Olivia through this, something tugged on the back of her neck and told her, as she was about to take a drink of the juice, that she wasn't going to need it. So she willed herself into the dreamscape, body and all, this time. So she did disappear for a couple minutes, but then reappeared after a little while as soon as she helped Olivia regain herself. Now, once that cocoon had been broken, Dawn had seen Antiope and had remembered what she had said earlier, that she had needed to be trapped in her energy absorbed just like all the other elementals, because she couldn't be the only one that was still out and about, because it may allow the Titans to still be freed. And she was given a pendant to absorb her energy, and she appeared before, and Dawn and her had embraced, and brushing her with the pendant, her energy began to be absorbed into the pendant. And with a tearful glance, she told Dawn that they had been betrayed. Just as her energy vanishes into the pendant, they look to the other side of the area where they were at and see another likeness image of Antiope and an illusion fall. And there, standing before them, was Aiolos, the wind elemental. And she launched a couple volleys of those air attacks that you guys had seen when you were on the run from her, or run from them previously. And it knocked down a couple of the walls behind you, and Danica had picked up the girl that was in the statue and started to make a break for it. So
I caught her.
That's right, as a statue had fallen. Yep. So that is where we will begin. Sure.
Well, we know that we can't do anything without the brass face. So we literally just have to run.
Already ahead of you.
Oh, yeah, no, we're already...
Yeah. As I'm running, I would just call out to Excalibur to follow me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loudly. Just very loudly.
I'll follow the group, and
I guess Arthur.
I'm like just blindly firing behind me.
As you are firing your gun behind you, you see as Aiolos stands there, and they just kind of take a hand, and bullets that you would normally have no problem hitting their mark, they literally just do this, and a gust of wind kind of appears in front of them, and the bullets just fly up into this tunnel, and they just kind of smile at you.
Are they like walking?
No, they are floating in the air. When I said Tilda Swinton from what do I want to say, the Keanu Reeves movie?
Matrix?
No.
John Wick.
The Lake House? I don't know.
I don't know a lot.
That's the only
Speed?
Keanu Reeves movie I think of.
Speed.
Constantine.
Oh.
Oh, that one.
When I say Tilda Swinton from there, I basically mean that. This cold wind has no bearing on them. They are basically in these thermal bandages almost, and that is it. Their feet are kind of hanging like this as they float in the air above one of the walls.
Should we just run to the car? Like
I'm running to something.
I mean, we're still in
if
a
I
maze.
get to the car and you aren't there, I'm leaving without you. I got a child with me. But also Arthur!
Just, I don't know, the last, 10 minutes have been really weird, so, I'm gonna try and, reach Olivia, and I'm gonna try and dreamwalk, but with her.
Okay.
See if I can do that.
So you grab Olivia's shoulder as you guys are running, and Olivia, you feel Henrietta's hand. Still not used to seeing young Henrietta.
Right.
And
Hot Henny.
No, gross.
Henrietta.
She's like my age now. Gross.
Yeah.
She's a little bit older than you. I would probably say you're probably in the age of 23, 24.
Okay.
But, you definitely come down in age. But you focus on trying to pull Olivia into the dream world with you.
Mm-hmm.
But something sparks within Olivia, and there's just this shock of energy on your hand as you try to focus on bringing her to basically this dimension between the real world.
Right.
And it's not coming from Olivia, because Olivia wouldn't do that to you.
Right.
But like even Olivia feel
I'm very romantic.
but yeah, even Olivia, you feel this like repulsion of energy as like the hand on your shoulder is now like taken aback.
Okay. Okay. I guess. So that didn't work. I guess.
I will look at Dawn and say, "Do you think we should make us fast?"
Dawn probably has collapsed her knees and just like in the spot where her mom was.
Oh,
So
shit.
nobody
Like-
grabbed on.
Oh, I would.
shit.
If you were like collapsed, I would
Yeah.
grab you.
Girl, let's go.
Like she's carrying you, so I'm like dragging you because I'm not strong.
No, she's carrying the
she's
little
carrying
girl.
a little girl. So
I'm
like,
way the
I'm,
fuck ahead of you guys.
yeah, I'm just dragging against
Oh.
Dawn.
Yeah. Shit. So new information. I'm gonna use Henrietta's strength and just pick Dawn up.
Okay.
Fireman carrier.
Fireman
out.
carrier.
Yeah.
As she has this
Yeah, I mean,
like
she's just all hair,
shock.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
Can I? So
It's more Aquanet than person.
yeah, exactly.
so I know, like one of the things for use magic is you can do things beyond human limitation.
Yep.
I can't do like an AOE to do it to everybody, right? I would have to do it individually to everybody? Is that
yeah,
is that the
yeah,
idea?
because I think later on, like, some of the spellcasters can do it to, like, every person in a certain area.
Oh, I did not know that.
So that's a thing that they get at advanced.
Oh, okay.
So, Yep.
Well, I will try and do that to the people carrying people. So I'm going to try and make them faster.
okay.
Um,
It doesn't really seem like the little girl is, like, weighing...
on Danica.
Yeah, Danica's pretty built, so...
Is Dawn slowing down?
I am professionally trained in swordsmanship.
Yes, because she's kind of a full-grown woman,
Right.
like, being carried.
Okay, so I'm going to try and use magic to make you go faster. That's 10 plus 3, so over 12.
Yep.
So 13. So I'm going to touch you and say, be quick like a bunny. And you're now faster than a human limitations.
Bunny ears.
Sure, yeah.
The little bunny in the back of her backpack actually does this to you.
I've been through too much shit today, and then all of a sudden,
You're young and fast now.
So
Henrietta always was young and fast.
I'm still
back
like
in the
really
day.
fucked up. So as I'm carrying the little girl, I'm gonna try to use magic to toughen up my skin, so that maybe I can give myself a little bit more protection to protect the kid.
I mean, you're doing it to your body, not to
Yeah,
the
because
kid's
I have
body.
her in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why don't you just heal yourself?
I'm running. I don't have time to heal myself.
Your healer's down.
I can heal myself 1 point. I feel like maybe making.
Did any of you get
things
the extra
hurt less.
sheet? I don't
Oh, I have an extra sheet.
Yeah, I will take
I
that
was
from you.
in mine.
Thank you.
Like that one doesn't have enough drawings on it. That's
I can do some harm to you and do a lot of harm.
No, that's fine.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fine, That's
I
fine.
don't remember how much mine took. I took some last.
Oh my god! What if I?
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost.
What if I just make things worse for us?
Oh no.
No,
No, no, no.
Not hey, man.
Oh, God.
Yes.
You don't need
As
to
I
say.
run through the things carrying the child, I run past a fucking shrub or a bundle of hay, and I touch it, and I'm like, "You're gonna blow away, but fuck this thing up."
Go ahead and use some magic.
You're summoning a monster into the world.
Mhm.
It's shrub man.
Shut up, man.
Hey, man.
Hey man.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
God.
Oh, that's a 4.
It's a 7 though for me because I have a +3 to my
Oh,
magic.
nice.
Well, go ahead and pick your glitch.
A short duration.
Short duration. Okay. So
It'll at least fuck with the line of vision a little.
Maybe ours.
So,
Yeah, we should just put up like a wall of things.
I would say the order right now, as far as running would go, is Henrietta has done and is like gone into the maze, deep into the maze now, where the walls have started to they knocked down. Aiolos knocked down quite a few walls for you, but not all the way to the exit yet.
Gotcha.
But then it would be you, because you took off, followed shortly by you. So you see as she is carrying the girl, she reaches out, touches one of the walls of hay, and a little bit of magic flows through, and this creature all of a sudden starts to form up out of the hay bales, and it is just, it's a straw man.
Straw man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Olivia, you are right next to this creature as it starts to form up, and since there is no, commanding this creature, you are just literally summoning it within existence.
Big distraction.
We'll say it makes a swipe at you, dealing 1 harm.
The horror! I don't think I took any
I
harm.
feel like I need to learn how to control my things.
As it comes down with this hay, and just
A
kind of...
haymaker.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Good thing Eric wasn't listening.
I listen.
You like puns?
I do. I was
Oh.
just distracted, but I was listening.
Um,
I heard it.
but yeah, it kind of boops you on the top of the head, and it the harm is more like it swats you onto the ground, and you have to scramble back up as Aiolos is floating towards you guys.
You just look at it like.
I'll look at this thing, I'll look at Aiolos, and I'll say, why didn't you make an ice monster? I'm going to touch the ground.
The ice is all gone!
There's still snow on the ground.
Snowman!
I'm going to make a snowman!
Snowman and
You
hay!
want to make a snowman?
I do.
gosh.
I'm going to make a snowman.
All
Alright.
these things that can blow away!
That's 13.
13,
Your
yeah.
snowman's better than my hay man.
So this giant snowman looks exactly like a snowman.
Yeah, like
Does it have a corn
cob
cob
pipe and a carrot nose and a little...
buttons?
Yes.
a little hat made out of straw.
Yes.
And his name is Jack.
Yeah.
He starts to form up right next to the straw man.
Mm-hmm.
In the kaiju fight.
Yes.
And instead of turning towards Aiolos, they start bashing at each other. So
Yeah.
it is blocking the way for the time being.
Perfect.
We created a distraction. I keep running.
Exactly.
So you guys get a little bit.
created things to wreck my town.
It's out of town. It's fine.
Yeah, I guess it's not.
It's in Shakopee.
It's fine.
It's not in Eden Prairie.
You guys get a.
Adventureland, get on the roller coaster.
What if they fight and combine and make Snowbale?
Oh, gosh. You get a little further on, and you look back, Olivia, now, and you just see as there is this sudden blast of air, and Snowman and Hayman's heads just topple right off of them, and they come tumbling down.
Ah, damn. I thought that snowman would be really good for parties.
And
Whatever.
Iolus just continues to follow you menacingly. You see as they have a small, small little vortex in their hand, and you kind of catch a glint of metal in it. Looks like spent bullets.
Oh.
No, not good.
That does not sound good.
Oh.
I should have asked. The hit from the snowman, does that ignore armor, or would that...
No.
Oh, okay, cool. That didn't get any damage. Cool.
Like I said, it wasn't so much like a lot of damage as it smushed you to the ground. It was a good broom hit on top of the head that you weren't expecting.
So watching her, is she spinning, does it look like bullets, or does it look like shrapnel?
No,
or?
it looks like spent bullets.
Okay.
Looks like
Bullets that she
Henrietta's spent
specifically...
bullets.
Just fired, but not they're still bullets. They still can be two.
Yeah.
Right.
They haven't compressed, right?
Yep,
Right.
they haven't actually hit anything, so...
Right.
Bullets.
Can I try and use magic to hex her to lose those or drop those in some way? Because I can make her I can make the target break something precious or important, and I feel like those are precious, at least to my survival.
You can certainly try.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and like fling a spell at her and see what happens. That's 12. Get 9 plus 3. So I'm going to... I'll try and trap her and make her break something precious or important.
Okay.
So I don't know how I'm going to trap her in place. Maybe a bunch of ice? Like an ice prison? I don't know how that's going to actually help, but sure.
So you see as they float between, like, an entrance of a few bales, and you see a couple of these snowbanks that had formed on top of the hay, like a couple of icicles come out and entrap them, and there is this giggle that comes from Aiolos.
Of course.
And the bullets aren't precious.
Oh, damn.
They might be to you, but
Yeah,
they certainly aren't to them.
It's definitely important that I do not get hit by them.
And they just kind of do this with the other hand as they were spinning the other ones, and there is just a bunch of cracking as there's a couple of wind gusts that whip up, and the ice that had been holding them just shatters to the ground. And they say, "I'm returning this," and takes one of the bullets and just does this to you. What is your damage, your harm on the gun?
For the hand cannon,
Uh-huh.
that would be
Say less than 2.
not less than 2. That is 3.
Okay.
So you suffer 3 harm.
Okay, well, I have some armor, so I'm not unstable yet. But I'm definitely hurt. Like, that definitely hurt. As they, like, puncture my shoulder, I scream out in pain, and just keep running.
Yep. They continue to just float towards you and spin the other bullets. But you see now as they start to rise up above the wall. And now the rest of you that have started running towards the exit can now see I was raising up and holding something in their hand as well. And they see you, Gray, first. And one of the last bullets that you fired 3 shots, I believe.
Yeah.
One of the last bullets, they flick it right at you, and you suffer 3 points of harm. They continue to float on, and Henrietta, you've now found the exit as you have Dawn over your shoulder, and they say, "I'm returning this to you as well, and you suffer 3 points of harm."
Okay. I have 2 on there, so.
Don't
Bitch.
anymore.
As your own bullet embeds in you.
That you have armor.
No, every time I use magic successfully, I get +1 forward. So I have a +1 forward.
Nice to remember.
Yep.
But yeah, they just kind of smile at you all as you all race towards the exit, and you find it eventually, and you find the other minivan that you had hotwired from Massachusetts and drove here. As Henrietta, you don't know what car they arrived in, but there's only one car here, so it's probably the best choice.
Better work! I'm just booking it towards it.
All right. So yeah, you open the back hatch and drop Dawn in and go to the front to see that the car has already been hotwired. So
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And you guys are, I'm imagining, dashing towards the van.
Yeah,
so.
I roll into the back seat of the van and lay on the ground of the van, like with.
Are you laying over the kid?
Yes,
kind of
so that because I know that she shoots projectiles. She shot one through a car into my mother's shoulder, so I want to be out of sight.
I've already thrown the gear into reverse. I'm waiting for everyone to pile in, and then I'm gonna try and do one of those things where I'm booking it in reverse until I can whip the van around and head straight.
So yeah, I mean, everybody's piling in. Don, you're in shock, but not unconscious.
Okay.
You see, as Aiolos is just kind of meandering towards you guys, and they,
Representation matters.
Yeah.
they make eye contact with you and smile, and you hear this voice in your head saying, "See you at home." And she whips up a gust of air as you are, starting to back out. So go ahead and roll me an act under pressure.
Okay.
As the roads are snowy, and you're attempting some decently difficult driving maneuvers.
Holy
That's
shit.
really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's going to be a 13.
Oh, yeah.
You're rolling 13.
Mm-hmm. Lucky number 13.
Yeah,
So-
that could have gotten you killed when we did the Friday the
Friday the
13th
13th.
episode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't rolling 13 do stuff?
Yeah.
Or was it 6s? I can't remember.
6s, 13.
It was 13 at first, and then you re-rolled and 3d6s, and if you rolled 3d6s,
You died.
you died. Which you rolled 2 6s,
Yeah.
as a reminder, by the way.
Mhm.
I still have written on my character sheet, I rolled double ones on the 13th, on Friday the 13th.
Mhm.
'Cause you
Which
told
was
me to
actually good.
You told me to write it down.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah, you...
Action movie style.
Yep, exactly. With this minivan, you, as soon as, I would say Olivia would have been the last one to jump in through the side door, you squeal out and hit the brakes and start whipping it around, and as you do, it, closes the door for Olivia, so she's
Right.
kind of shielded as well. And you, step on it, and the motion that you do, is enough where you just barely escape this projectile that's, right next to you on your side. The concrete is suddenly thrown up in the air as there is now this crater next to you. You pivot and drive around, and you go for the highway. You look in your rearview mirror, and there's no Aiolos.
Please don't get a car accident. I can't put a seatbelt on the ground.
Shit. I'm very rough.
I'm very rough too.
Yeah, I think I'm just driving like a mad woman right now, just swerving and...
Yeah, you don't really know where you're going. You're just driving at this
I
point.
think-
Where the hell are we?
Yeah, you
Hey,
didn't know you were Minnesota.
John,
We're in Texas.
could you give her directions to the nearest Walgreens for first aid kits? Still in the place open on Christmas Day.
Look on corners.
Every other corner.
Yeah. Okay. We need first aid kits, real bad. I don't know how you look.
Is everyone bleeding out?
Yeah. I'm unsteady. I'm unsteady after having been unconscious because Dawn had to bring me back up.
I'm alright. Don't mind me, I'm just hanging out the side of
Because I
the
speak.
van here too, by the way.
Oh, did you open the door back up?
Yeah.
Keeping an eye out.
Well, I mean, it's
You know,
not like
my
having the
arms
door is gonna matter, so I'd like to be able to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are really the only folks on the road at this point in time, so you've got the road to yourself since it's evening on Christmas. So
Where do we do? What do we do? Where do we go? Where should we go?
What the fuck happened back there?
Well,
What happened to you?
yeah. How did you get here?
I just showed up.
Also, where did all your gray hair go?
Yeah, why are you 20-something?
I don't even know where to begin to explain. In fact, I cannot explain at all. But all I know is that I was just shoved in the middle of a field in the middle of... Where are we?
Texas.
Minnesota.
Thank you.
It's Minnesota, Texas.
what?
The state, the town.
The town is Texas?
The town. No,
Oh,
it's
fuck you all.
the town, Minnesota,
Hey.
in Texas. It's a freak snowstorm in Texas.
As
We're in
we-
North Texas.
As we pass Eden Prairie exit, go there!
Summon a Walgreens, please.
Summon a wall.
Can I summon a wall?
Dollar General. Because they just
It
sprout.
just appears above you and flattens you all.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking for a a convenience store or some sort of like pharmacy or whatever.
Walgreens is the only store open.
Are they really open on?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, they're
Movie
yeah.
theaters.
Well, it's the 80s. Let's not say anything for sure. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a few blocks away from where you had started, you see on the corner a Walgreens that has opened up.
Okay, whoever's the least covered in blood, please go and get every first aid kit they have on the shelf.
I mean, I'm not unstable. Are you unstable? How rough are you looking?
Is this kid unconscious still?
I'm still, I guess, in the okay. Any more damage than I'll be.
Samesies. How are you looking?
Not good.
Okay. Well, Gray and I think, will go in, and unless did you want to do something?
No, I would probably, I'm in like the back of the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably like Dom would poke her head up and like crawl up and like try to like figure out what the fuck's going on and probably see the kid's unconscious and like that, like, fuck kids. The like maternal thing in her head would probably like, we need to get this kid. And like, you're probably not looking very good.
No, I'm
but
not.
the kid's not moving, so she'd probably go over and then it's like.
I will, once we're not in danger, do like a quick check on her. I think we should like do just a quick like medical look over.
So that's probably what Dom would do first, is probably like go over and like.
You're gonna check her out.
What you gotta do
Like
is
try to heal the kid or do something like that.
scratches, bumps, bruises.
So what do you need from me?
I can assist you. I'll assist you.
Okay.
You're gonna do help out.
Yeah.
We'll go inside Walgreens since we don't look as fucked up.
I'm
Fair
cool.
Go ahead and roll me help out.
Help out?
Oh, her.
She.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
It's 10.
So you get +2 from me.
+2?
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and have you roll a read a bad situation.
That's sharp?
Yep.
You're super sharp, right?
Nope, super not sharp.
You get a +2 from
So
Danny.
that's an 8, that's a 10
Yeah.
from that, and then it's whatever my sharp is. And
Right.
hey, my sharp? It's been a while, boys and girls. I have a +1 to sharp, so that's an 11.
That's good.
Yeah, it's decent.
So you're examining the girl, and you're doing so by channeling your druidic magic through your necklace and through her, and she's in a coat, a winter coat, but you take it off to examine her a little more thoroughly. And as you do so, you see that she has had a number of like internal contusions.
Ooh.
Like somebody has like punched her or hit her with something, so there's a lot of internal bruising. You also get the feeling that she probably has a number of small broken bones.
We should channel some magic into her
Yeah,
and heal her up.
One couple on her fingers. But as you take your coat off and you're looking at her arms, it looks like something has been like basically scratching her, like along the arms and like near the face, but not on the face.
This is basically.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that fucking creepy water chick. You want to heal her up?
Yeah. So I would immediately probably start like holding hands over and just trying to like heal the inner things and reset the bones and like just get her to like a normal like.
I
You
will
can
help
help out again?
100%
Yeah.
functioning.
I will
but, like,
also channel some. My man is not magic, it's not druidic. I don't know where
No.
my magic comes from. We don't know.
rock music.
Rock music. I channel the power of rock.
Blood.
That's
Pact.
7, 8,
This is
8.
right?
So
You get a
you
plus
give them a
two.
+1.
+2 with my ability.
But you also expose yourself some trouble or danger.
With an 8?
Yeah.
Mhm.
10 is a success.
Okay.
And then you'll use magic.
Nope, that's really bad.
Oh,
that's a 1.
That was a
Oh,
six.
So that's a 4
+2.
plus
+3.
2, so that's
6.
6 plus my 3.
It's a
Which
9.
is a 9. Is that good? I don't know.
Yeah, that's success.
Success.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Barely. It's,
Yeah, I always thought it was 10 and above.
Yep.
10 is
so,
without any issues. So you have issues.
Yep. So you get to choose your glitch.
Take some harm. Take some harm.
Usually that's what I do.
I mean,
Yeah, I'd probably take harm. Like, I feel like that's what she, like, a healer would probably
take the
pain
harm away.
So I'm gonna take some harm.
Okay.
I assume my leather jacket doesn't block that harm.
It does not.
Ignore it.
I probably will collapse.
I think you got one more, right?
I think I have a couple more. Like I'm into
The unstable.
We're
I'm into
unstable.
unstable.
That's why I said. That's why I thought first aid kits might be a good idea.
Right.
Alright. So yeah, I mean, you managed to, roll your, are you using your necklace to
yeah.
bump up the healing a bit?
Yeah. So that's 3d6s.
Mm-hmm.
Half. Right?
Yep.
That's great. That's an 11.
Wow.
So half of that is 5.
Yeah, so, I mean, all of these inner contusions
That
and
was a
everything,
shitty roll.
they...
She looks like a brand new girl.
Except for it seems like
Yeah,
some of the
3 arm smashes are
scratches
good.
and stuff are old,
Yeah.
so they do not heal. They are
'Cause they're older
scars.
scratches, yeah.
Yep.
Get some Moderna.
We can't hear you.
That's fine. I don't know if Moderna was a thing back then.
But yeah, you heal all of the inner things, but the scratches are definitely older, so you're not able to heal those up. But you take your harm. The girl all of a sudden, like, her eyes kind of flitter, and she like sits up a little bit, and she looks around like she's been.
What was her name? We saw it on the Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Hey.
She looks like she's.
oh,
Kelly Clarkson.
I can't go shit, but I can think of that.
I reach into.
She looks like she's just like waking up from a
yeah,
nap.
I reach into my my bag of stuff and I pull out some junk food, like a Snickers, and I wrap it and I hand it to her.
She just kind of unthinkingly like takes it and like takes a bite and like just lets it drop to her lap, and she like looking all around like she's still kind of in a haze, and she is like, "Where am I?"
In a car. We helped you. I know Raymond.
Ooh.
I just like get really close to her so maybe nobody else hears me.
I wasn't listening.
That's sort of funny you don't have anymore.
Yeah.
She like looks up because you're still in the car, right, Henry?
Yeah?
Yeah, she like looks up to Henry as well, and like
And her
looks
twins.
over at Dawn, and is
She's
still.
like 3 women he doesn't know.
Your dad asked. Yes.
She like starts bawling.
Oh, sweetie. I
And-
just give her a hug and just like pat her head.
And she's like, "My daddy's dead."
Dun dun dun.
Oh, well, okay. Where's your mom?
She's dead too. They killed her.
Oh, it's okay, sweetie.
And she just like starts
oh,
like
it's okay. It's
ugly
it's
bawling.
Sweet. You're
I'm
not there.
Give me your rabbit, damn it!
Yeah, I know, right?
I
Toy.
can't- I can't do
I just
anything.
like pick her up. I pick her up and I hold her and I just tell her it's okay.
She just like heavy, ugly
Yeah,
sobbing
it's
into
okay.
your jacket.
Oh, it's okay.
Like there's
sweetie.
snot and tears and
Yeah. I do my best. I put on my best comforting voice and
your best Southern
my
comfort.
best Southern comfort, and I give her a big hug and I pat her head and wrap her up in her jacket so she's still nice. And I look over. Are you in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Will you please go into the Walgreens and buy any stuffed toy, the biggest one?
Olivia's is in the back.
I just like hand you a toy.
Mine's on my back.
Oh, you carry
Yeah,
it.
I carry mine with me.
I say,
That is
nah, keep
never-
it. And holding my bleeding side, I'm gonna try and phase into the dream world again.
I
Okay.
wanted her to like rip out her own spleen and be like,
Here, kid.
yeah, look with this spleen.
Yeah, you with a pop, you disappear into the dream world. It sucks because you are super injured, and I think you're unstable right now, aren't you?
I am.
So like the dream world is a different place when you are not stable. Like everything has this weird like wobble to it,
Right.
like beer vision goggles.
Right. I'm booking it into the store.
Okay.
And in Dreamworld, I'm like looking for one, gauze and bandages.
Sure.
Because I'm not waiting for them
Welcome to your Dream World department store.
So 1 second. We'll since you're coming into the store, we'll go over to Gray and Olivia since they went into the store together. You guys go in and there is like one cashier, just this lady with like twirled up bangs and large hair, and she's got like a holiday vest on, but she definitely does not have the holiday spirit looking. She's at work on Christmas Day, so retail life.
I imagine she's just like chewing gum and popping it.
Yep, and she kind of looks like she stops chewing the gum and looks at the both of you like a 19-year-old girl and an older male coming.
Buy condoms.
Yeah.
Nah,
we don't need those.
She's sitting behind the counter, but she is like giving you guys looks as you guys come in, bloodied and bruised.
Well, I'm just going straight for wherever I don't know. They probably have the signs.
Oh yeah,
just to see like okay. We need, like, gauze, some sort of, some sort of coagulant shit. I don't know.
Antiseptic?
I see Neosporin, some Band-Aids, and some rubbing alcohol.
Sure, yeah.
That stuff that turns your skin orange.
And a coloring book and some crayons. Keep that kid busy.
So, I mean, you follow, I'm assuming you're following Greg, because he seems like he looks over at the signs and he, starts to, head over towards first aid. This place has been pretty cleaned out for Christmas. I mean, there's a lot of empty shelves, so you find, we'll say, 2 ready-made, bandage kits, maybe a couple bottles of peroxide. And
I make this shit work. I'm used to working with less. It's all good.
Right.
So you find these things. Olivia, you feel a cold sensation, all of a sudden behind you.
I look around. Do I see anything?
You see Henrietta pop all of a sudden into existence, holding her side and bleeding on the floor.
Jesus, you take long enough.
What are you doing in here?
I am getting bandages and a stuffed animal, apparently.
Why do we just... Whatever. I grab just a random stuffed animal, I'm not even caring what it is. Just grab something, and I don't know what I grab.
Okay, I'm going to repop into
Care Bear.
Dream World and go over to the stuffed animals. I am trying to avoid notice at this point,
Sure.
And I'll go over to the stuffed animals, right?
Just trying to dream check it.
I'm gonna reserve at least one if there are multiples here.
It's picked pretty clean, but yeah, there's a Care Bear.
A Care Bear?
Yeah,
is there anything else?
Size Care Bear.
Is there anything else?
There might be a pony or...
Okay. I'm going to take the pony, take my knife and cut it open. I'm going to take all the stuffing out and start jamming it. And then
that's synthetic.
I'm going to cut the fabric into strips and start tying it into a knot to make a bandage to tie around my waist.
I thought he was going to bring the pony to the girl.
No, of course not.
She gets the Care Bear.
Yeah.
Let's have you act under pressure.
Okay, cool. Okay. I believe that's a solid 10.
Okay. You definitely shoved the stuffing from this pony into your wound and then wrap the strips of pony around your waist.
Makeshift bandages.
You guys who are going up to the counter now with the first aid, you now see as the attendant...
Care Bear.
Yes.
And the Care Bear. You see now as the attendant has, she is staring at something on the ceiling, and her mouth is just
oh, they have those mirrors!
You guys kind of look up to see what she's looking at, and you see Henrietta, tightening the pony around her.
Wait, I thought you were doing this in the dream world!
Oh no! You have to be in physical to be able to affect the physical land.
Yeah.
Right, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to as a polite woman does, dust my hand off of the blood on my jeans or shirt or whatever, snag the Care Bear, and then pop out of existence.
These guys have already, as you had been, doing that, they'd already grabbed the Care Bear.
Oh, okay. Well, that was going to be my gift. Whatever.
She gets 2.
Just grab some fucking, what are they called? Blocks. Lincoln Logs on your way out.
So,
I know. I'm going to go to feminine hygiene, grab any tampons that are there. Blood.
okay.
I was like
tampons and pads would be a good
fine.
idea.
Yeah. So I grabbed some tampons and pads.
Your parents giving you
and, arms full, pop out of
It's the 80s, so they all come with belts, so you can actually belt them to yourself.
Hey, that's good. We have tourniquets.
Yes. And tampons I don't think existed in the 80s, but they had pads, and the pads didn't have the sticky adhesive. It had a loop you could run the belt through, and then you belted it to yourself.
How do you
The
know
more
that?
I'm learning about.
Because I'm a woman. And when I was a child, my mom was like, let me tell you about when I was your age and I got the periods, because I didn't get the fancy, sticky stuff.
Oh, a long time ago.
Today I learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to know
Oh,
So what I'm saying is there's a belt, so you could even full on tie it to the spot you needed to cover.
So you pop out of existence. The woman at the register has moved over to the other mirror and sees as Henrietta is grabbing this stuff up and then pops out of existence, and she's staring with an open mouth
Can I try and get her attention? To try and distract her in some way?
She looks down at you as you snap your fingers in front of her face, and she's like, did you see that?
See what?
What are you talking about?
The woman! She just...
What woman?
I want to see on the cover of National Enquirer tomorrow, robbed by a ghost.
She shoved the horse inside of her.
Which is weird. I've seen a video where they usually shove the horse inside. Oh, they do.
That hasn't happened. Mr. Hands has not happened.
Oh, shit. I should have chosen better words. Oh, I should have chosen better words. I apologize.
Oh my god.
And then stole the tampon.
Yeah, she's and then she stole the pads.
I have no idea what you're talking about, lady. Are you on something? Are you gonna share at least?
Native American burial ground.
Right.
She pulls up a compact and flips the mirror open and is like,
We'd like this stuff, and I cautiously push forward our products.
yeah, okay. And she rings it up, but she's still she's missing a few things, and she's still looking up in the mirror for her to pop back, looking all over. And she's it'll be $20.
I'll just throw some cash, whatever. I just grab. I don't even
Whatever.
look at it. Just grab it out and okay, we gotta go.
Merry Christmas, and I grab all the stuff and obviously awkwardly try and leave. What the fuck is this lady on? So that she thinks that she's crazy.
Sure. So yeah, you guys leave with what you came to get. Henrietta, you pop back near the van, and what are you doing now?
I'm going to. Real sneaky because I think I am.
Okay.
You're not a rogue.
I pop up behind the cashier and quick snag a box of menthols.
Oh my gosh. Do you even smoke?
Yes,
Yes.
I don't know.
it's canon.
They're on the wall behind her, obviously. Why don't you act under pressure again?
Okay.
And she is now actively looking for you.
Oh no.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Experience.
Yeah,
So-
finally. You know what? I think for that, since I do get my full experience, I'm marking down my weird right now because I think that qualifies.
Okay. So yeah,
This is
you
weird for this one lady.
pop back, and the woman has been searching for you. So as you grab the menthol cigarettes behind her, she actually has pulled a bat out and gives you a good thump upside the head. We'll say for 2 harm.
Oof. Did I cure anything trying to...
No.
No, okay.
No, you just shoved stuffing into your wound.
But you have 2 armor, so it's fine, right?
Oh, yeah. So that's 2 harm, 2 armor. Okay, yeah. So
I mean...
It does nothing.
It does something. She cracks you upside the head, and...
You get the menthols, though.
yeah, she's got the menthols, and she's like, "Get out of here, ghost!"
Did we hear this? Or were we out of
No,
the
you guys are out of the store by now.
I yell back at her, "Fuck you, white devil!" And I pop out of existence.
Why'd you have to be white? Like, she
Oh, man.
I mean, she's a cashier.
I mean, it's Minnesota.
Right, she's like white.
So yeah, you pop back just in time to see these two hit the side door to the van as well. All 3 of you now open the door and you see as Danica has this sobbing, like, ugly crying child
Give
now
me
awake.
The Care Bear.
You don't know I have a Care Bear until I hand it to you.
Like, I imagine it's big and you're holding it like this.
I mean, maybe. You don't know until I open the door. But yes, I will immediately be like, I hear we need a Care Bear. Here,
Grab it from you.
I wanted to cuddle it too.
She just, like, pulls it in between you, but doesn't, like, let go of you.
It's okay, sweetie.
She starts, like, ugly crying on the Care Bear.
I just got that.
It's for her.
Maybe I want it. Whatever. Mm-hmm.
I just rock her and give her pats. And I give Gray a dirty look.
I will hand you, since you're still bleeding out, I will hand you one of the first aid kits and say, I'm driving.
Oh, were you back?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
no, I
What?
immediately draw my
What?
gun on her.
Draw your gun on Henrietta?
Yeah.
It's so I didn't keep bleeding.
They went in for first aid kits.
Yeah, and you sent me in for a stuffed animal.
Because the child
I
was
brought
upset.
one back.
But the child was crying. She needed a toy.
Gray's holding a gun to you.
Yeah, you turn around and you see Gray has a gun to you.
Who are you, and when did you start doing that?
This is just younger, hotter Henry.
I am Henrietta.
This is what Bobby probably slept with.
I'm Henrietta Kills 100, Raymond Grayson. And I
I don't
still
think
haven't
you are.
forgiven you for Tallahassee.
Did you know his name prior? Oh, yeah, you did. Right.
I don't think you are. You're too young, and the Henrietta that we know can't phase through reality like you just did.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but that, whatever her name was, Lotus, she did some weird shit. Here I am.
We're doing this driving.
Well, I don't know.
I
Gray,
think
have
we
you
are.
let
Hey.
Henry into the car?
Can y'all stop fighting? This is
Like,
not
as
as
soon as she
important
popped
as
out-
win
I don't know,
person.
I don't know where she popped out. So, like, if she popped out, like, back in the car, then yeah.
We'll say that all 3 of you were outside of the car, but I mean, Olivia like threw a med kit at Henry and then like went for the driver's side.
Right. I will, like, put the car in drive after hot wiring, figure out how to hot wire it, and say, get in the fucking car. She is Henrietta. She already proved herself, and I'm screaming this, as I am trying to get going. Like, probably like a shrill scream, not like a, get the fuck in the car! Like, it's like a deep, demonic, like, get the fuck in the car! Like, just...
Hobbit, you're scaring the child.
She's like shuddering, crying now.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. Get the fuck in the car!
I am just giving Gray side-eye. I'm getting in the car.
I'll be in, but yeah, I'm very obviously suspicious.
You could just like keeping your gun out, kind of
Kinda, yeah.
suspicious.
Hey, you, put that away. You're scaring this child.
Who's bawling?
Yeah, the child who's probably not even paying attention.
No.
You scared her too. You stop talking.
You shut your mouth!
So you get your head turned around.
Can you do that?
Yes, I say I can!
Yeah.
Where?
Beyond human limitation.
Right?
Yeah.
Where?
Start spewing.
Oh, calm down, Linda Blair. Calm down, Linda
Pea
Blair.
soup.
Ugh.
Mm.
Where are we going?
Are we going back to Dawn's? Are we heading out? I
Do
don't
we
know.
really want to put her dad in that kind of danger?
I don't know. What?
We need somewhere to lay low to heal.
I mean, we can't go to a hospital.
Let me call. Oh,
You don't have a phone.
Give me your phone. Let me call Biddy and see if there's like a safe house somewhere nearby.
Okay.
So you call Ever.
Mm-hmm.
You get the same.
Drunk.
You get
Ever?
the ringtone at the beginning, and then you get a drunk Ever going, "Merry
How are
Christmas."
you still drunk?
I had another eggnog.
Have you done any research today?
No.
Listen up, Buttercup. I'm about one bad sprained ankle away from death right now. I need you to sober up. I need you to look for what's the thing we need to look for?
Brass vase.
I need you to look for the goddamn brass vase, and don't sleep until you find it. Do you understand me?
And you hear him kind of yeah?
Sober up. I'm gonna have Biddy make you Mama's special sober up drink. You're not gonna like
It's
it.
just alcohol.
It's gonna make you puke. Put Biddy on the phone.
Biddy! And you hear the familiar voice of Biddy come on. Yes, hello?
Hi, Biddy. Do we happen to have any safe houses in Minnesota?
We only have the construct here.
Is there like a portal to take us back to the construct nearby?
No, you'll have to make it back to Keystone.
Oh,
The
okay.
nearest place might be in Sioux Falls.
Oh, that's only 3
There was a hunter a long time ago that your mother knew that,
Bobby.
oh yeah, that's his name. How did you know?
And he's got a keystone? What?
No, we have to go to Keystone. That's where she's
Oh,
at.
that's where Keystone is. The next closest safe house.
Right.
All right.
Is there
Thanks.
anything else, dear?
Oh, could you please make Ever Mama sober up drink? I need him to find that.
I don't know what that is.
It's just like a Bloody Mary, but without the vodka and with Tabasco sauce.
And Ipecac.
Sure.
Thanks.
I'll see if I can whip that up for him.
Thanks, appreciate
Tomato
it.
juice.
Tomato juice and Ipecac. So you're puking out the red-colored liquid.
Thanks, Biddy.
It's hot.
It's best.
Hot blood-covered liquid.
Oh my
It's
God.
spicy because I told her to put Tabasco in it.
God, that sounds fucking horrible.
I told her he wasn't gonna like it.
Okay. So yeah, the line ends, and you guys are still driving along.
The next closest safe house is Bobby's.
Fine. I mean, I'm okay to drive for a bit. We're heading to Sioux Falls then. That's
I don't know. I just don't want to put Don's dad in danger by going there. I don't know what Don thinks.
I feel like he's in. Aiolos said that he would see us there. That's a threat.
It's probably a threat.
Probably.
I mean, we're in no shape to take on Aiolos, and we don't have the base, and we have no idea where the base is.
Either that or we go to the compound and help do research to find it.
I mean,
The compound's the next safest place. The most safest place.
that's much farther. That's like a 12-hour drive.
I know, but at least we can keep this kid safe. I mean, she can't stay with us.
At this point, she's passed out, snoring in her own snot, in your jacket.
I take a blanket and just clean
Should
her
have got some nice
snot face.
Should have got some nice. Just put her to sleep.
I'm just gonna say we don't have a lot of good options right now. I guess your dad? He's in trouble?
I don't know. Aiolos said he'd see me at home. I don't know if that means there or...
Well, and we gotta drive hours to the next safe house. We don't know where this next relic is. So the best we can hope for is that she won't hurt your dad, at least not severely, and that she'll keep him as leverage. Because she's gonna want that pot just the same as we do.
There's nothing we can do to help him. I mean, I tried to trap her. I tried to stop her. She just blew through everything. We literally have nothing that we can do to help except for that base. We just need to find wherever that thing is.
Maybe we're close. We're close to Bobby's now. We're only 3 hours away. I pull out my atlas.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we go there for the night. We rest up, see if ever can find anything out. I was told not to sleep until we found it. And otherwise, I think we need to either leave this girl with Bobby or take her to the compound so she's safe because she's obviously been targeted by by these creatures, and she's not going to be safe anywhere else.
And Bobby did have a couple kids with him.
That's true.
That he was watching at the Winchesters.
But right? I don't want to put any of them in danger, and his house is, like, as safe as the compound is.
Well, at least Bobby can protect him. I mean, he's protecting 2 kids already. What's one more?
We can tell them where the compound is so that they can at least go somewhere safe if last effort. You know?
I mean, maybe the relic is on the way to Keystone.
Or maybe Bobby has information and we can look through to see if he has any whereabouts of it. I mean, you stole the other relic from him, didn't you?
I might have, yeah.
Okay, so maybe Bobby.
So yeah, he did.
Yeah, Bobby. Bobby's the right answer.
Bobby's the right answer.
So I will start driving southwest.
Steal is such a strong word.
I like how he was like, you guys know I'm a criminal, I guess.
Right.
What do you think? Anybody else have any?
I think Bobby's the best option.
Yeah, let's hit up Singer and
Maybe,
see what he can do
maybe
for
he'll
us.
fall in love with you all over again.
He's so old for it now.
Bobby isn't the type to settle down.
I mean, she's fresh meat now. Like, I'm sure he'll want
Why
to.
would you talk about your mama like that?
I mean, she's obviously not anymore. She's this new thing.
Oh, now you hold on just a second. Just because I have fresh wheels doesn't mean I am no more the woman that raised you.
The real question is, are your boots still really, like, sweaty?
I kick him off.
Oh, yeah.
Do they smell like death?
Put back on! Put.
No. Y'all seem to want proof that I am Henrietta Kills 100.
I don't need the proof. It was
Bask
great.
in my
It
scent.
was great when you hit the proof.
It's even worse because her feet are wet because of the snow.
Can I use magic to stop being able to smell for a bit?
That would be beyond human limitation.
I
Yeah,
fucking in the middle of winter just like crack a window.
That's 13.
Okay.
Not enough proof.
Yeah, suddenly you can't smell a thing. But the terrible part is when you go to take like a bite of a snack, you can't taste it either.
I'm fine with that. At least I don't have to smell her feet. I'm fine with
A
that.
small price to pay.
Yeah.
Bobby's.
To Bobby's.
And I will drive through the night, taking caffeine as I can.
Yeah, I mean, we can take. It's only 3 hours.
I mean, we're all pretty fucked up.
We're all.
And it's pretty late, because we got there at midnight, right? So we're driving through the night.
Yeah.
You guys got to the maze around 8 o'clock-ish.
Oh, I thought it was midnight.
No, it was just as
Was it
just as it
sunset?
was getting dark.
Oh. That would be like
Still-
6 o'clock in Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's still late.
Yeah.
It'll be late by the time we get there.
Right.
And we're all,
Pretty fucked up.
pretty fucked up. Bobby's good. Maybe somebody should call Bobby and let him know we're on the way. He seems to be offended.
How am I going to call Bobby?
Bobby loves it when we show up.
I don't think that's right.
Did he try to shoot us last
I'm
time?
pretty sure he did try to shoot
He'll
us.
try to shoot us no matter what. I think that's just how he greets you.
Okay, well, that's fair. I'm not interested in getting shot, but I guess.
Yeah, he won't be satisfied till you do his demon roulette anyway. So
So you guys are driving to Bobby's?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, you drive for a good 3 hours, Olivia. This is the first time you've driven for a longer period of time. Most of the time, Henry does a chunk of the driving. But yeah, you drive into the night. Eventually, you reach Sioux Falls, north side of town, and find the scrapyard. That says Singer's Auto across it, and you pull very slowly into the lot in front of the house.
Are there lights on? Or?
Seems like the curtains are drawn, so even if there were lights, like it's like blackout, so you wouldn't be able to tell if anybody was actually inside.
If we along the way stopped at a gas station to fill up or to pee, I will have purchased liquor for Bobby.
What kind of liquor?
It's a gas station, so the cheapest shitty kind they have.
So the only kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I make sure it's the kind in a glass bottle.
I would get out of the van, hands up, and yelling, "Don't shoot!"
You instead hear a gun cock
Mm-hmm.
and says, you hear that familiar raspy voice that says, "And what the hell are you?"
I come out behind her. Please again, a child. Please again, don't shoot.
And you hear another gun cock and is now like, is somewhere in the darkness of the porch, is probably Bobby. And you hear, what do you want?
I got liquor.
What do you want?
A place to sleep.
I
And
ain't
a
no
babysitter.
inn. Go to the hotel.
Nope, and a babysitter.
I ain't no babysitter.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Can't give up somebody else talk to him.
What about them boys?
What boys?
Oh, you know what boys. I gave him a giraffe.
Last time we were here, the boys.
Yeah.
The Winchesters.
Boys.
Also, we need more information on the elementals. Wondering if we could borrow your books, which is why I bought the liquor.
Look, we just need a spot to patch up real quick. Maybe get some intel, and then we'll be on our way. We just been through hell.
And he pokes his face out just enough where you can see him, like, scanning all of you. And you first see two separate guns, a sawed-off and a pistol, poke out of the darkness and are aimed in your guys' general direction. And you see him kind of scanning all of you, and he looks and makes eye contact with you, Gray, and he's like, why'd you have to bring him?
He's tied in with all this. Look, Bobby, I admit I do not look like myself. Well, I do, just from another time. It's Henrietta Kills 100.
Yeah, I know who you look like.
Yeah, well...
It's honestly a really long story. We'll be happy to share it with you, but only if you have chicken fingers
And
tater tots.
and you know, alcohol and books. We need books.
We need books.
This ain't a bed and breakfast.
We're gonna pay
You know the drill.
Well,
He goes inside and you hear the door shut behind him.
That means follow, right? I can't remember.
I think it means follow.
Yeah, we'll
I think
follow.
it means follow.
We'll do his test.
Cool.
You step into an inner porch and you see a couple of new additions to Bobby's house. As you look down at your feet, you see this sigil that has been spray painted. You see just the corner underneath a carpet, and you see a silver knife sitting over on a table.
Does it look like an angel blade? Oh
No. It's just a silver, like, small knife.
You need to pull the rug an inch this way. I dive into the test.
Okay, so you take the blade and you cut yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy
And
water.
yep,
You're not gonna make me stab this little girl with a blade, are you?
you see his face on the other side of the window.
Splash holy water. Can I just like touch her with it?
Okay, she kind of, like, she's half asleep when you
Yeah.
do, and she just kind of, like, squeals a little bit and, like, digs herself deeper into your chest.
That was rude.
You did it.
Nobody told me to do it.
Right. Does the holy water do anything to me? It doesn't. No. Okay. I don't know how it affects angels. Fuck.
It's just really refreshing.
Right.
Ah.
It's holy. It's like, oh.
So I'm assuming the rest of you go through with the test as well. You step in, and he still has his guns pointed on you, and he motions you guys into the sitting room.
Hang on in.
I hand him the bottle of liquor.
He snatches it out of your hand. Okay. So yeah, you guys enter his parlor. You see his desk in front of a wall of books, and you see fireplace off to your right, along with a picture window and like seating area in the picture window to the left, and a couple of sofas lining the walls as well. Enough for most of you to sit, not the little girl.
I sit on the floor and I put her in the couch behind me.
You could probably set her in the picture window.
Oh, okay, perfect. There we go.
Okay.
Bundle her up with my coat and also the care.
And you see as Bobby, like, goes and stands over her and is like, I didn't know y'all were in the babysitting business.
Oh no! See, Henry de-aged about 25 years, and since the time that you saw me, I've just had Henry.
Right. And he takes a small, thin Afghan and, like, pulls it over to the little girl. He goes and sits behind his desk and pops the bottle open, pours it in his cup.
I'll head over to the bookshelf and start like scanning some of the titles and say, "You got anything on elementals?" And I'll just like be like, "Oh, here's a werewolf. Here's a vampire. Just none of this."
Oh,
is
look,
helpful.
demons. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Hey, wait, demons, get the demon book.
What? Why?
Because,
The elementals aren't demons?
yeah, but aren't demons kind of fucking with us too right now?
I mean, all the time, sure.
Just 1,000-yard stare.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna find a book on the red rose. Fuck, what are they called? Rose.
The Rose Shadow.
Rose Shadow. I don't think we're gonna find a book on the Rose Shadow.
You never know. Honestly, Bobby knows everything. He might know about the Rose Shadow.
Do you have a book on the Rose Shadow?
You know about
Rose
the
what?
Yeah, exactly. Rose Shadow. Nothing.
You don't want to know.
But elementals. Nothing?
No. Why would I have anything on
Weird
elementals?
Wait, okay. So you know that artifact that Gray borrowed from me, but he didn't really borrow it from me? He straight up stole it?
And he looks over at Gray and takes a sip, and he's like, mm-hmm.
It's actually very useful. It saved her life. Thank you. Do you have a book that you found that in? Like where it was? Or that maybe have others related to it?
No, I was on a hunt. Let's see. Where was it? Out in Washington, I think. And we were hunting poltergeist, and it was buried in a house, and thought it looked interesting, so I took it.
Have you found a brass vase by any chance in your travels?
Or heard of one?
He points over to a brass spittoon that's in the corner.
But like an old magic one.
I don't know. Any of this shit could be magic.
That's fair.
Did that spittoon come from a hunt, or did you buy it at the Walmart?
I don't go to Walmart.
Respect. Well, I guess if you don't have any books, I guess, on the stuff we're looking for, I will start taking the first aid kits and start bandaging people up the best I can.
Sure. And he polishes off a good chunk of the bottle that you had brought him, and he goes back into the hallway, and you hear him open up a closet, and he produces a handful of small blankets and really thin pillows and throws them on the floor and says, "This ain't a hotel. You're gone by morning."
That's the plan.
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
that usually how hotels work?
Yes.
Well, there'll be no continental breakfast.
I stayed at a Marriott for a week once.
Must be rough.
I mean,
And don't touch anything.
I was hunting some ghosts. It was haunting the
I
Marriott.
don't make promises.
Oh, interesting.
that I can't
It
keep.
was cool.
It sounds
You
like
don't
a fun.
It was an
Any of
old
those
rich lady
promises
ghost. She was-
break
she was
goddamn
just
hands.
So egotistical.
Oh, she was
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We talk.
Actually, I think we need to have a little discussion with you, Henry.
It's
If
It's
that's
4
what
in
you
the morning. Can we do this
Then
tomorrow?
you go take your little nap.
Oh my god. How are you not tired?
I'm exhausted. I also want to know what happened to Henrietta. I actually just want to specifically talk to you, but we can do that later.
Well, if you want to know what happened to me, you should ask your friend Lotus.
I'll
who
get
you
around
just-
to that.
You just dropped me
But
off
let's
there.
just say you're not an elemental who was
We didn't
put
just
here.
drop you there. She's a friend of the family. She murdered my brother. It's nothing.
So you gave me to a murderer,
Well,
and you think it's weird I show up this way.
it's a long story. Complicated story. She's fine. She's friendly. I like her.
How did she murder your brother?
She poisoned the concoction my dad was going to give him to make him like them.
To make him like what?
Well, like Dad and Lotus.
Like what?
Immortal. Long lived. That's what they want to do to me. Well, that's what he wants to do to me. Lotus quit.
So you gave me to a person that makes people immortals, and then I show up young.
She didn't make you immortal. She didn't want to make anyone else like her.
But I'm saying in the vein of mumbo jumbo that she does,
Mhm.
could it be possible that she turned me this way?
With her plant sorcery, yeah? Yeah, probably. It was probably plant magic.
I don't know what she did. All I know is that I popped in the middle of the maze, and there was trouble. There was a fake Danica, and I killed fake Danica.
Yeah. I was like, Arthur!
Did you get Arthur back?
He never came back to me. Oh, no. I lost Arthur.
Well,
You lost your
great.
sword?
He saved
Do you want me to try and scry on your sword, I guess?
on Arthur?
Your sword.
Sure.
I mean, do you not care?
I thought
what
you were
happened?
tired.
No, I do.
I am
I
tired.
do want to know what happened to it, but I don't know how I'm going to get it back.
I mean,
Maybe Arthur, he's like, oh, she left me. I'm going to go get a latte.
a latte.
So you got any questions for me? other than how this could happen? Want to test me anyway?
Well, I would just like to know, if you're not a plant from the elementals, then when did you start being able to move through, just teleport?
It's not quite teleport. It's dream walking. It's
Okay,
just...
Well, it looks like teleporting to us.
Okay, it's dream walking with the whole body. I don't know how it happened. I just felt something in the back of my head say, "Oh, you can do this now."
Are you really surprised? I'm magic. She's magic. She's magic.
I did turn a hay bale.
She's never been magic.
Not...
I've seen her dream walk before.
Yeah, we've seen her dream walk before.
It's not too...
It was really fucking weird when this old elder came back to me when I was chained up like meat in a basement, and all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, you can go push people out of their bodies." That was weird, but you know what? I grew to accept it, and apparently no one questioned it till now.
I don't recall ever seeing that.
Well, you can't see it because you can't dream walk.
Are you taking with
Well,
you?
that's exactly the point.
Are you taking with you to show it?
I tried with Olivia, it didn't work.
Well, yeah, but Olivia's weird with her magic stuff. Not like all the time weird.
I just stare daggers at you.
Fine. Danica,
I told you to take Ray.
well, he probably don't even trust me to touch him, so...
Okay, fine. Let's dream walk.
Okay, so I grab her hand, and I'm going to try and will us into the dream space.
As you do so, everybody around sees Henrietta disappear. And you also see Danica's body just go limp and, into this 1,000-yard stare. And she, falls back onto the couch. And
That's about right.
Danica, you open your eyes and you see everything is kind of moving in slow motion, but you're now standing up in the room with Henry. And you look down and you see your body there, slumped on the couch.
No joke. This is kind of what feeling high feels.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me.
Wait, can I touch people? I go and do this in front of Greg's face.
As soon as you let go of Henrietta's hand, you snap back to your body. And you sit up and just...
Girl, please. Can't be that bad.
That was
Henrietta
really...
pops back up.
Oh, it was really weird. I didn't know if I let go of you, I wouldn't be there anymore.
Well, that was interesting. I didn't know what was going to happen.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So...
All of a sudden, Danica, you feel this sudden, upset nausea in your stomach, and you...
Oh, Bobby's gonna hate you.
Yeah.
I throw a blanket over
This is not a cat.
Put the kid next to it. The kid needs a cookie.
Can't be mad at the kid.
It's exactly like a cat! Oh, man. So now
the
there
number of
is...
times I've come out to a cat, hide in the pew.
There-
With, a sock or something.
Right.
Wasn't here.
Now there is a wet quilt that is beginning to soak up all of the...
Oh.
Ball it up.
Oh, that's just nasty.
I cleaned it up! I just, take the balled up
Right.
quilt of vomit, and I go, Bobby, do you have a laundry room?
Why? What'd you do to my blankets?
Gray threw up. His stomach he's just not been feeling well.
And he says, go back in the hallway and just throw it down the stairs.
Okay.
Anyway, you've now experienced the miracle that is dream walking.
I hate it.
Okay, well, it's weird and it's hard to get used to, but...
I believe that you were you. I believe that you were you the whole time. Just so you're aware, he's the one that needs to vomit.
I'm actually going to try and call her back.
What?
About this.
Oh, you're going to try to call Lotus?
Yeah.
Okay. So you type her number in and you call and you hear a voice on the other end pick up a very old timey phone.
Hey,
just,
how you doing?
No, like they had just attached the speaking part to the ear part, kind of old phone. And you hear the phonograph playing in the background. And you hear a yes.
Hi, Lotus. I hope you're keeping that bullet safe for me. I have some questions for you. Is Henrietta still with you?
No.
Okay, good. So, what did you do to her?
Oh, I sent her to help you.
Yeah, what did you do to her?
I fixed your neck.
Right? You did a little bit more than that.
Well, just side effects of the
Listen, I
healing
understand
process.
that you've got your little science experiments, but I'm going to need to ask you what you did because she is younger
And I'm attracted
and
to
she
it.
now can do more things
Oh, okay.
with
That's really why Gray's upset.
dream walking.
Well, what exactly has she done?
Well, she can, we'll call it teleport.
Manifestation of the full body into the dreamscape. And you hear her, like, with a quill on rough parchment, like, jotting something down.
Great. Well, I'm glad to know that that was something that you were hoping might happen more with her. I don't know what it is. So what is it that you did? Because these people are not your lab experiments.
When you bring them to my door, they certainly are.
Okay, you know what, that one's fair. I'll give you I'll give you that one. What's your end game? Is she gonna turn on us? You gonna try and use her to stop me from fulfilling the contract?
She has all her faculties. She will not be controlled by anyone but Henrietta. If she decides to kill you, that's something within her nature and her prerogative, not something that I've done.
But you haven't done anything to change her nature or her prerogatives.
No. Henrietta is still Henrietta. Just a newer, better Henrietta.
Alright, fine. But I better not find out that you've done anything that's going to have lasting harm against her.
Quite the opposite, my dear man. And you hear her hang up.
I was hanging up at the same time, so mutual.
You believe her now? Can we go to bed?
Why are y'all staying up?
Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you before we went to bed, so I was waiting for you to deal with your problem.
Well, I'll have good news for you.
Bring it on.
She's not mind controlling you.
Thank you.
That happened once, don't worry about it.
You're really paranoid.
You know the people that I do. You're paranoid at a lot of
I'm
things.
starting to know a lot of the people that you do because I'm related
And how are you
to them.
not starting to get paranoid, especially with your father?
I've just repressed all of the fear and anxiety into some small spot back here, you know?
You know, eventually we just start calling it caution.
I'll deal with all of that stuff when the immediate threat is done. That's what I'm going for, is trying to murder him or threatening.
We have a lot of things going on.
Well, now we don't have to worry about Henry trying to murder us.
Yes.
Unless you keep being annoying, and then I'll just let her.
So you think it's annoying that I want to make sure that, considering we've already seen them be able to recreate the people within our traveling group, as it were, an attempt to kill us with them, you didn't think, oh, gee, it seems awfully convenient
I think that was just your water girlfriend that could do that.
we don't know what all of them can do, and some of them we took care of before they could show us even more of the powers that they may or may not have had.
So far, only your water girlfriend. Now she.
Seems like you want to just move on from things instead of being concerned and thinking them all through.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're honest. I can appreciate that, actually.
It's more of a, I'm concerned, but I don't have time to be concerned, so, yeah.
That's one thing that doesn't actually make. You should carry concern at the same time. Now, you've said that you had something that you wanted to talk to me about.
Yeah. A gesture to the child, my head, all of my head.
Part of your body, too.
my
Careful,
body.
you might throw up again.
I would direct it in your direction then, sir. We should have killed the water girlfriend last. I want her to stab him one more time.
I mean, you can still stab him. It doesn't stop you.
It's more fun when she... Wait, you consumed her, though. Could you just,
I'll try and make my hand a knife. Not doing anything.
Go ahead and roll me use magic.
No. That's double sixes.
So you're literally just like messing around, like doing this,
Then
and
she
all of a
cheated
sudden
1000s.
your arm covers in a sheet of ice and it comes to a point.
I wasn't being serious, Olivia.
This is new.
Well, that's fucking weird.
That's cool. That's cool as hell.
That's cool as ice.
Cool as
I'll
ice.
try and like.
No, I'm almost dead.
Well, that's something new I can do.
See, you better mind yourself. I'm gonna have Olivia stab
Hey,
you.
stop Nazi
I'm
saluting.
not.
please.
What do you, taking a picture of the double six.
So yeah, you have to kind of focus it down though. Like it does not want to reform into your hand. Like it takes a lot of concentration and willpower of your magic just to get your hand back.
We should probably read about
And
the
it is
whole,
cold.
and make things.
Maybe I should tell you about that.
She wasn't there for any
Correct,
of that
you weren't.
information.
You weren't.
Yeah.
I will tell you about the Nephilim thing, the fact that blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, my dad.
And Kate,
No,
guess
Mom.
what? Angels are hunting.
But how do you
Well-
drop that bomb?
My mom was an angel, so I'm half angel. So I'm being hunted.
Bobby in the background, like, what the fuck are these people?
He's upstairs, like he's already gone to bed.
Okay. Well, while we're having this conversation, I will pull Gray into the kitchen.
Yeah, there's like a sliding door in between the sitting room and the kitchen that you could even close if you feel like it. Otherwise, you're just away from them.
I like how we're just having a soap opera in someone else's house.
Right. I'm gonna keep trying to use my powers. Like now that I know I can turn my
Knife hands.
Yeah. One of the other things I can turn.
Flaming sword.
I can turn someone into a dragon by touching them.
Don't do that.
Mm.
That's a bad idea.
I don't know. Sounds pretty cool. Don, do you want to be a dragon?
Don's asleep.
Oh, really? You just passed out?
Yeah, she probably didn't talk at all the right
Dawn-
from like.
Dawn is probably
Minneapolis, and she's
stressed and
cuddled with that
emotionally
fucking
wrecked.
kid.
She just absorbed her mother.
Yeah,
Right?
you've seen her watch like she's lost her mom twice now.
Yeah,
shit.
she's not doing good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, sir. So, what do we want to do about the child?
I thought you wanted to bring her here so that
Yeah, but I don't think that Bobby will let us leave her here. Now that I've talked to Bobby, we don't run no babysitting ring or whatever.
Well, at the very least, we can use this as a way station and just drive the rest way to Keystone.
As Henrietta now walks into the kitchen.
Yep.
Hey, this is a private conversation,
Oh.
Henry.
Yeah, you're eavesdropping.
I grab a beer, throw it at her.
Now,
Sorry,
yeah.
the conversation about my ward being an angel was
Half. As I interject.
Everybody eavesdropping.
everyone's in the kitchen. except
Everyone's
Dawn.
in the kitchen
You
now.
take a
except
beer,
Dawn's
you-
Dawn.
napping.
I hand you a beer. Get out of here.
I crack it, just down it.
You don't ice it first.
Ah.
Ah.
And drink it.
There's no
Yeah.
privacy in this group.
No.
Do you feel comfortable with us taking her to
I grab you and pull you
to the compound? I don't like. She told me that her parents are that they're dead. The ice knife killed them. She got any?
Well, I don't know that it's a good idea that we continue to bring a child around with us.
Yeah, that's why. But the compound is 4 hours from here.
7? Is it like 6 and 7?
It's like it's a long drive from here.
Also, she's on, I'd probably say 4.5, 5.
So we
Like
might need to go there
used to say
anyway. We
Mhm.
We
need
didn't
to
used to
get
be able to go as fast as
information.
we
Maybe
can.
we'll
Oh, yeah.
figure out
That's
where
fair.
that last place is if we're all looking for it
Time
versus one
change.
person looking for it.
Yeah.
So-
it's 5.5.
You want to try
But
and
you can
get
get
back
anywhere.
out
Yeah.
to the
Yeah, it used to be
construct.
like that.
It is probably the safest place. I will try to see if I might be able to find a new home for her.
Bobby
In the
might
meantime.
still be willing to watch her for us, but really,
No.
Never even seen you in memory.
Yes. Probably. And that's for the best.
What happened?
I got in a trouble and it wasn't safe for her to be around. Not around me.
Seemed like even when she wasn't around you.
She's in less danger when she's not with
Seems like all your friends turned against you recently.
temporary setback. I'm not concerned.
Well, until you have friends again, I think my friends are a little more trustworthy.
I wouldn't consider any of them friends.
I think my friends are actually friends, and I think that Biddy would take good care of them.
I have people I can trust. I'm not saying I don't trust Biddy. I'm just telling you that there are people I can trust and people that I believe will actually take care of her. These other people, including your father, they are, I believe the term is, a means to an end.
Sure.
So we take care of whatever is going on here, and then I handle that situation.
You help me kill Daddy? Because I'm fucked. Like,
oh, I'm well aware. I have to be entirely honest. I was not expecting you to make such a request.
Can't pay you. I mean, I can after he's dead.
I'm not concerned about you. Him being dead is going to be very lucrative for my business.
It's going to be very lucrative for my life.
Oh, seems like it's a mutual
Sounds good.
agreement then.
Well, if your friends don't want to help you, then I at least know that she's... Being on
I'm
another
sure
plane
we
of
can-
existence is
I'm
probably
sure
a good thing right now.
That would be a safe place for her to stay for at least a little while.
At least until all of this shit is done.
Did your, whatever you want to call him, give you an ETA on we might hear about this last?
He's still drunker than hell. He was still drunker than hell when I called him. I told Biddy to give him some kind of concoction that would make him vomit out all the devil and
Sounds like you just need to
sober
drink
him up.
Right.
And then I told him not to sleep until he figured out where that artifact was.
He immediately.
I yelled at him. I felt real bad. I got my serious voice on. I don't like that voice.
That's Alicia and Danica.
I just give you real sad eyes. Like, I had to be mean.
I'm sure.
I don't know. I don't even know how close he is to finding it. If he doesn't have it by morning, maybe we should go there, because more eyes means quicker search.
If he doesn't, I don't think we'll have any choice,
Yeah.
for sure. So, we'll see what happens.
Alright, sounds good.
In the other room, the two of you now with your beers begin to see as dawn begins to glow.
Oh, fuck.
She begins to glow this soft, white, silvery light, and something pulses in her hands, like in between her chest, as she is on one of the couches, like rolled towards the couch and like clutching something in her hand.
I look at Henry and as I'm sipping my beer and I gesture over. You know what that is?
No. Dawn, honey, you awake? No.
Is it her body glowing or is it the something?
It's her body glowing.
I'll walk over and like touch her. Does she feel cold, hot?
Like, she feels warm, but not hot. Like, warm spring day. That's...
So not like an unnatural warm, but like a nice warm.
Like sun on the skin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And as you do that, the light kind of shimmers across her body and like comes together and like takes shape in front of you, like standing next to Dawn. And it is a ghostly figure of Antiope. And she looks down at Dawn and she like reaches down and she physically pulls up a blanket that had been at her feet and like caresses her cheek, and she whispers in her ear, close enough for you to hear, told you I'm always with you. And then the glow surrounds Dawn yet again.
Well, seems like Dawn has a guardian angel.
And a permanent nightlight.
Yeah. Yep. Can I try and find where the source of the glowing is coming from?
Yeah, I mean, you see pretty easily the pulse of light coming from whatever she's holding in her hand and clutched onto.
I don't want to like take it away from you, but I want to inspect it to like see if it had changed in any way, because I've never seen this before. So I'm gonna try and like pry open your hand a bit to try and see like what it is. It might wake you up. I don't know, but I'm definitely like messing with you in some fashion.
All right. So you like start to pry her hands. Are you Don? You're half awake and you feel this.
She'd probably wake up and like smack your hand away, like not knowing what's going on.
Right. What? Your hand was glowing.
Would I still see it glowing?
Mm-hmm.
Let's drop it in.
It stops glowing. Starts to glow.
Do you mind if I pull it out of your hand? Does it still glow?
It does. It glows even brighter now.
Can absorb my mom.
As
my mommy. You eat my mommy.
as the light does begin to pour into you, and Olivia begins to like float ever so slightly off of the ground, and this light like envelops her, and anybody who is in this room now, finally, in physical form, sees her wings behind her as the light is coming from her, but it's shining on the wall behind, and you can see the wings on the wall behind. And, like, her eyes begin to glow, and this beam of light kind of shoots out of the mouth. You guys now in the kitchen see as this bright daylight-like light begins to shine in the next room.
Oh,
What the hell?
Right?
Fuck.
The Holy Ghost.
Boo! Gotcha.
I didn't realize Bobby had a TV in that room.
Yeah, I thought they were tired. Should we check on that?
Sure, I'll curious to know what they're watching.
So you
It's on TV.
slide the door back and you see Olivia's body like off of the ground ever so slightly, and light literally blinding light coming from her. And you look back on the wall and you see the shadow Olivia with these wings
I
now.
really hope this doesn't alert all the inner presence.
Let's hope not.
Somebody get her down.
I, shielding my eyes, like, scoop forward and try and reach for the amulet.
As you do so, the rest of you in this room, you look down and you see that your marks have begun to glow. Your bodies begin to stitch themselves back together. So all of your harm is removed.
Oh, shit.
Sweet.
You guys have felt this before, as Antiope has healed you once. And it feels familiar to when Dawn heals you. A similar light. And suddenly the light begins to fade, and normally where there's these pulses of dangerous energy, there's nothing like that this time, and you don't feel fatigued. You feel calmer than you have at any point in time when you've absorbed any of the elementals. So, you come down and you're kind of like surprised. The amulet hasn't broken or anything like that. You've just absorbed what seems to be most of the energy out of it.
So I will like get down. Can I stand or do I?
You've come down and you're standing again on the floor.
I will like stare down at this amulet and I'll like cautiously try and hand it back to you. Like, thanks. I don't know what that was, but
Mom.
oh,
Just Mom.
sorry.
It's not.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you saw the.
I hope that didn't break whatever
Raziel.
Raziel
did for being
Who
seen.
knows?
Okay. It's just another level of danger.
Yeah.
That's fine, just one more level of danger.
Dawn, as you receive the amulet back, thinking that all the energy has been drained out of this amulet, there is a small light inside that pulses when you touch it. And that energy wraps around you again. Not as bright as it was, but it's still there. Okay?
Well, I mean, we magically all healed, so that was cool. I mean, I don't know how I did that. I mean, maybe if I'm going to try and do the ice thing again.
Go ahead and roll me some use magic.
That's only 10. But it's still success.
Yeah, it's still a success. So yeah, your hand turned back into this knife
I
needle.
need you to please stop doing that.
It's cool! But maybe I can do a Healy thing, too.
Sure, maybe.
I try and turn my ice hand back to my regular hand.
Again, it takes you some time to focus there, and after having to do so, you feel really tired.
Oh, that was a bad idea. I need to take a nap.
Maybe we should all go to bed. It is probably at least midnight or later.
Oh, it's way past
It's almost 5 o'clock.
And Bobby wants us to leave at some point in time. So we should all just bundle up,
Everyone take a nap.
group snuggle, and let's go to bed.
Great idea.
Okay. So you all probably find some place in this room to,
I curl up next to her so if she wakes up, she's not there.
She's in the window, and there's only room about enough room for her.
But I'll lay
on the floor.
Yeah, that way
her.
if she wakes up, because I think I'm the only one she's seen really well, so I don't want her to panic.
Gotcha.
Because this is another strange place.
So yeah, are you guys all turning in for the night then?
Yes.
Okay. So that is actually where we're going to take our first break.
Sweet.
Do you like supporting artists? Do you like nerdy things like Dungeons & Dragons? Then Co-op Creations SD is the store for you. You can find adorable dragons, menacing mind flayers, and jealous jelly cubes to accompany you on your adventures. Need a way to safely transport your math rocks? Then their homemade dice bags will keep your click-clacks warm. Stop on by their Etsy page soon, as stock is limited.
And welcome back. So everybody falls asleep this evening inside Bobby's
What do you think
house.
he's hiding in that big shop? Anyway.
You guys were healed up beforehand, so besides sleeping on a hardwood floor, or some of you were able to claim couches that are there, you get a decent night's sleep.
I will say, this new body is a lot more spry in the morning after only 3 hours of sleep.
You only get 3 hours?
I assume Bobby came down bright and early, and we got to bed late, so...
Everyone stop talking.
One thing, Gray, that you notice right away in the morning is that there is a small, warm body next to you.
Oh, okay.
You stole my kid.
Don, why are you sleeping off my bed?
But yeah, she is fast asleep, but she is snuggled up next to you.
I don't know.
Somebody might do after all.
She was tired of sleeping in the window.
I was sleeping next to her. She had 10 blankets. I bundled her up like an Eskimo.
Well, anyway, I think we're gonna need to head out.
I think we're gonna need
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
Besides, we don't rude guests to Bobby. I'm sure he wants his privacy.
Since we're in Sioux Falls,
Since when do you care?
we stopped at the frying pan. It was really good last time we were here.
Never you mind.
What do you care about? What's happening?
Nothing. Where do you want to go?
The frying pan? It was really good when we were here last time.
Fine, I could use some pie.
They're pie as shit. What are you talking about?
Damn!
That was really good.
No.
We could go to that diner that I met y'all at. That was fun.
Well, I got my metabolism back, so I'm going to put it to use.
I'll,
Anyhow, should we get packed up and get on the road again?
On the
think
road
so.
again. Can't wait to get on the road. So, yes, let's stop and grab some food to go.
Okay.
We got a long road ahead of
I
us.
can't take waffles to go.
You can eat on the road.
I got styrofoam.
We don't know what's bad for us yet.
Right.
Non-biodegradable styrofoam.
Of course.
So Gray, you pick the tiny girl up, and carry her to the car. And as you guys are driving into town, I'm assuming you guys are you going to the diner or the frying pan?
Oh, wait, y'all. As we're driving, we're almost to the frying pan. I go, did you know that Gray is a wanted criminal and his face is all over there?
Yeah, we all saw that. Except for Henry.
So maybe we should just drive through McDonald's.
That's fair, too. As I turn around and head towards McDonald's.
Yeah, okay, obviously you didn't know, probably just don't pay attention. I've always been a wanted criminal.
Yeah, but your face hasn't always been on CNN news. Every
Yes,
night.
it has.
Oh, really? We didn't watch the news?
We read newspapers.
I'm literally on
We read
the
newspapers?
FBI's top 10 most wanted.
Good to
I've
know.
never seen
You can see that if you just...
Wait!
Like, that's...
Did you see him at a gas station?
You know what? No, I think I remember seeing him on the news like a few months ago and thinking that, oh, that was you. Oh.
You thought what?
You can't read my mind. The angels will know.
I will try to read your mind.
I thought nothing. The angels will know.
Can I read her mind? Does my telepathy work?
You try, and you're not getting anything but this, like, ringing sound in your ears.
I can't believe you thought that of Gray.
I get like my face Olivia!
Don't worry, I won't tell him that you... Never mind. That's
Right.
Shut up, Gray!
what did everyone want from McDonald's as I pull into the drive-thru?
I want the thing that's on the biscuit, not the biscuit, the muffin thing with the sausage.
Oh, okay. You get pancakes. You get waffles.
There are waffles at McDonald's?
The McWaffle.
They might have had it in the 80s. You don't know.
McWaffle.
Items in the 80s.
You get one of those little pancake trays for a little one, too.
Okay, sounds good.
We need to have a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old, a child in here with syrup. That's just
That's a great idea.
That's
Great, perfect.
I believe she's 7 or 8, right? I believe so.
I think this is
Old enough to make a mess with syrup. Perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll grab a bunch of food for everybody and hand it out to everybody. And I'll eat as I'm driving.
It's about this time that she wakes up, and she kind of looks at you, Gray, like... And she kind of...
Are you okay?
She's, like, looking like... Kind of like something's on the tip of her tongue, but she can't quite figure it out. Yeah?
Would you like some pancakes?
She, like, scoots over to you on the bench and takes the tray to you and starts eating very hungrily.
Does this guy look familiar?
She, like, leans in and whispers to you, and she is like, I think I've seen him somewhere before.
He helped me save you.
That's cool.
He's pretty famous. Maybe he's on.
My mom and dad wouldn't let me watch TV. He said MTV was bad for me.
My mom and dad said the same thing. And then I decided to become a rock star.
And she's like,
And look where it took you.
Do you still have any of your instruments?
Yeah, I have my guitar. Where my sword used to go.
This is where my sword would be if I had one.
yeah.
Thing I asked before we left the compound for Biddy to make me one.
So, yeah, I mean, she, for most of the ride, is, like, sitting next to you, but staring at Gray like she doesn't know what to make of him. But, like, he's familiar.
I like, look at her, then I stare at him, too. We just both.
Now you have 2 girls staring at you.
That's not unusual.
It's fair.
It's usually daggers, though. People usually saying dagger, though.
But you guys drive across the river and over the Badlands and finally make it out to Keystone. We'll say you get there slightly after lunch. Doesn't take you very long to find the empty field just outside of Keystone because, again, it was burnt down and bombarded and
Yep.
there's just a single stone standing there.
called an airstrike in the area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That crater looks like it got hit by something big from the sky.
Well, I hope you don't wonder too long.
The mystery of the craters of Keystone will never be solved.
Craters of Keystone. That sounds like an epic module.
That or a band.
Folk band.
Yeah.
It's a folk
Yeah.
band. There's like 10 people in the band. They all play the same instrument.
5 of them sing. 1 plays banjo.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
Just burping and
Coughing?
coughing at the same
A
time.
good old fashioned cough burp.
Burp.
A boff.
Boff.
Nope.
Well, I
so
will
yeah, you
go
guys.
and
pull in the field?
The door. I have my key. I will... The
Okay.
door?
Yeah, you slide the key in, and the area behind the stone starts to ripple again.
I'm sure the little girl is just like...
Yeah, she, like, takes your hand, and she's like, what is that?
Did
What?
Narnia books exist back in the 80s?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Narnia?
Yeah, they're
They were
old.
Narnia's
Okay.
old.
Okay,
Narnia's
so I would be like,
Lord of the
"You
Rings
ever-
old.
Have you ever
No.
read did your parents read you the Narnia books? Have you heard of the Narnia books?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
And she's like,
Pretty cool, isn't it? That one magic.
and she looks at Dawn.
1950s, yeah. While we're outside, I'm gonna try and breathe fire just to see if I can.
Okay.
I'm just
like-
telling her that Dawn can use magic while you're like,
yeah, like literally, I just want to like make like a burst of flame.
Go ahead and roll me some magic.
Just see if I can. Why not? That's a 10.
Yeah. So yeah, you feel this burning rage, but tempered by something.
Oh no, I think she's gonna boff.
And you suddenly, with a breath, spew a gout of fire, and it's not like fire breathing where it's just this tiny little, sudden spurt. It is a gout of deep flame. Yeah.
Olivia, this place was already burned down once. Could you contain? That's pretty cool.
I just want to see if I can do it. We're outside. I don't want to start anything on fire.
Besides the grass, I stomp a little.
I mean, I did it up. I didn't do it down.
Please burp with a whole puff of smoke.
Yes.
Ball.
Ball.
And then I like kind of look at the little girl staring at Olivia now. She can also magic.
And she's just like wide-eyed and silent now.
Terrifying.
Welcome to Narnia.
Right.
All of a sudden, you hear this whistling sound, and
We should
then
go.
Yeah.
you all of a sudden hear something impact the ground behind you, and there, in the ground, very nice and deep, kind of wobbling a little bit, is your sword.
Great, hold her hand real quick. I just give you the little girl's hand and I run up and grab my sword.
She has your hand, but she's looking up at you, Gray,
Arthur, you came back!
and the blade just kind of shines a little bit.
Put him back in his home in the guitar case. All right, let's go to Narnia, y'all.
Hope that didn't hit anything on the way here.
It's just a little bit of blood on there.
Blood, some feathers.
Probably just Dawn clone blood.
What?
Dawn's clone.
Oh,
Oh,
I
Dawn's
said,
clone,
I
Oh, yeah.
sticked Arthur on you. It wasn't really you.
Today's news: a giant gash appeared in a 747.
Dead birds chopped in half fall from the sky.
The entire fleet of geese just fall.
There were reports from an airplane that there was a sword flying around.
Just a
What?
glint. And it was gone.
A glint, and it was gone.
Mommy, there's a sword outside.
What did I tell you about being stupid? You don't get birthday this year. That's Rowan.
Yeah.
Savage.
So yeah, are you guys stepping through
Yep,
then?
and shutting it and locking it and making it secure.
Alright. So you step in, and immediately Kelly is like, that was weird.
The sword or all of this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, magic exists.
She's like, that's so
Isn't it cool? It's so cool.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet, young.
I literally just breathed fire. Is that not enough for you?
Yeah, wait till you meet our Biddy friends.
okay.
Biddy, we need a nanny.
Is there an Annie Biddy mode?
So you're met with the librarian, Biddy, who seems to run everything, and she says, she welcomes you back to the construct, and she says, and who is this? As she kind of gets down,
Yeah.
and,
Tell him your name, it's alright.
and she kind of turns a little red and looks at her feet, and she's like, Kelly, and Biddy's like, well, it's very nice to meet you, Kelly. Would you like some ice cream?
Biddy, one of the
It's a child, it's fine.
You humans can eat anything, right? Just eat ice cream all the time. It's fine.
I know you're being polite to introduce the newcomer, but I'll take a couple scoops of that as well.
I want ice cream too.
Oh my gosh.
And she's like, "All right, we'll have some prepared in the kitchen for you all."
Yeah, go get your own.
And she takes Kelly's hand and starts to lead her towards the kitchen.
Where's Ever?
Another biddy appears, like, out of nowhere. And she says, "Last I saw him, he was, praying to the porcelain god."
he drank the concoction. Perfect.
Spicy vomit. Oh my gosh.
Spicy, tomatoey vomit.
Right. Can I head over to like his terminal and see if anything is pulled up or anything looks?
Yeah, it looks like he's been searching for the vase. Any kind of lore that he can find has been popped up, but like he's got like notes written everywhere, like not there, not there. And
It's like a giant map of like X's.
Yep. And he's got another piece of paper that says "Damn Danica."
I'm gonna go check on him.
Damn.
Well, I mean, the bathrooms, the community bathrooms are by the kitchen down that same hallway. Anybody else doing anything special?
No, I'm going to get my ice cream.
Okay. So yeah, you follow the biddies that took Kelly and head into the kitchen and see a couple of aproned Bettys scooping from giant like paper tubs, like the giant ones.
Right.
They've got like a whole bar set out of toppings. It's just vanilla ice cream, but there's like
And that little girl's eyes have to be like saucers.
Yeah.
My eyes are like saucers.
There's fudge, peanuts, different toppings. So
Are you lactose intolerant in your old age?
What? Okay. No, I think of it's just... Okay, so I don't want to give anything away. We can save that for out of character, but like this is a second chance for Henrietta. She gets to be a young woman again when there's things you don't know about her that like she didn't get to just be young and free and do whatever she wants, and it's kind of starting to hit her.
She's gonna go through her midlife crisis, rebellious young girl age, all at the same time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing.
So anybody else doing anything else? You're back, safe at the construct?
I'm mostly just trying to actually catch a breath.
Well, you have one now. You're back in the construct.
Back for the first time in literally since we left this place, we are safe.
I do want to look. So there's a map full of not here's. What is there anything on there that maybe stands out as that wasn't already marked? This
Not really. They're
sense.
really random positionings. Like, there's small towns that he's like circled and then like pinned a note to, but then crossed out, and like they're scattered everywhere.
So it's not like.
But there is one manifest that like has led him on his search, and it was a manifest from a really old ship that he had been able to find that had this vase on its docket.
Would you consider this to be part, like the start of a mystery? Or is this...
Yeah.
Can I use my premonition to try and see a detailed vision of something bad that's yet to happen?
Sure.
Okay. That's 9, I think. 6 and 3, yes. So I get a clouded image of something bad that's yet to happen. I mark an experience if I stop it.
Okay. So as you begin to focus on the future, it's not as clear as the last vision that you had, but you see the vase, and you see Aiolos just a few feet beyond the vase, and they're smiling as if they've won. definitely a gloating smile. And you see as they take their hand and they just do this, and it cuts a crack completely up the vase, and the vase shatters.
Okay. Do I get any context like where this might be, or is it too fuzzy?
It's too foggy.
So I saw them break the vase in some fashion. Okay, good to know. I didn't like touch anything to cause a premonition to like have an idea of where the location is, right? Like it was just like a
it was a sudden vision coming over to you, premonition.
Sounds good.
I think the rest of you, I think some of you have things at the start, right? You do?
Start of a mystery?
I do. Yes. Okay, I have 3. I have several things, actually. I can get information from my sect, which we're here to do. Okay. I can look at what the future holds. On a 10+, hold 3, 7 to 9, hold 1. On a miss, get bad information. I'm gonna do that. Fortune. 9. So I get hold 1 for the...
Okay.
I have a couple of things that I can... Okay, so when you're in good standing with your sect at the beginning of history, roll plus charm on to provide you info or help in the field. This is more like, or I get a mission associated with the mystery. On a miss, they ask me to do something bad. Biddy would never. Should I do it?
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They make you kill somebody?
Sure. What is it? Charm? Am I charming?
I don't know, right?
Yeah, plus 1. Ooh, double 6s! 11.
I rolled tonight.
12. Sorry, I can't count. 13. So...
It's the opposite.
Right.
So on 10+, they provide some useful info or help in the field.
Okay. That will happen in a few moments.
Yes. So I'm gonna go find Ever.
Okay. Dawn, did you have anything that you can do at the
I
beginning?
don't believe so. I don't see anything at the beginning of the mystery.
Yeah. So...
Sure.
Danica, you go and find Ever in the public restroom. It's not too hard to hear him outside of the door heaving into the toilet.
Ever?
Yeah!
Oh, buddy. Oh.
Why does it burn?
I just lay my hand on his back and pat him and try
Feel
to...
him,
And I'll try
convulse
to,
up again.
pour some healing magic into him to try and make him feel better.
Okay.
Make his tummy less upset.
Sure, but he still has to get rid of the epicac in his system, so you're just basically forcing it out of his system faster.
Yeah, get it out, buddy. It'll be alright.
Yep. You don't even have to roll. It's
Okay.
just... Bleh!
Maybe you should go to bed after you cleanse your insides. Did you find any?
No, I can't find anything. I don't know where your damn stupid vase is.
Alright. Go lay down for 3 hours. Get a rest. We'll help you look when you get up.
Sounds good. And he falls flat next to the toilet.
I just grab him and drag him into his bedroom. Hey! Who's strong? Hey, you! Gray.
I'm over by where the stuff is.
Oh yeah, you're by the kitchen. Hey! Help! He's heavy! He's wearing fucking combat boots that weigh more than he does.
Are you double fisting the...
Yeah, I put my ice cream down and I help drag lightweight here over to his bed.
Alright. You guys go in for the first time and see Ever's room, and he's got Devo posters up and, Keytar in the corner and
Looks right.
lava lamps and disco lights and yeah.
I put him in his bed and I tuck him in. I think he's still young.
Yeah.
You got some chocolate?
Yeah, but you never know when this life is going to call you.
Or make you younger. How you feel?
I don't know how to feel yet.
Well, you look good.
Ever rolls over to one side of the bed and just on the floor.
Well, video will get that. I just shoved a trash can underneath his head.
Oh, yeah. I take some pillows and shove it behind his back.
So that he doesn't vomit on choke, yeah.
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't have told Biddy to put the Epicac in his concoction.
Biddy,
Yes, dear.
could you have one of you watch him? Make sure he doesn't drown.
Certainly, dear. And you see a nurse Biddy coming into his room and start rubbing his back.
Just robotically.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect square, yeah.
Let's leave Evers here and
Yeah, let's go into the kitchen where the ice cream is.
yeah. So
Is Kelly in there just like ice cream?
Yeah. She's got fudge and butterscotch all over her face.
Can we also get a turkey chip,
Certainly, dear.
an apple too, any fruit?
So as you guys, and she brings several turkey sandwiches for everyone. She doesn't just make, small things.
Yeah.
So, and as you guys are eating, you hear this strange sound, like something just came through the portal, out front, and you hear something getting set on the ground. Sounds like luggage or something similar.
Biddy, are we expecting visitors?
Maybe. I might have forgotten, and as she's cut off, you hear, this...
Pizza.
You hear this, this amp tune-up, Danica, for the first time, and you hear this, bass line suddenly come through.
It's my people! Oh god, I forgot that I have a whole sect team under my control.
as Henrietta's in the corner with her gun raised.
I'll go check it out.
You hear this real funky bass line coming through the entirety of the construct, and she's like, right. So, Donald's here.
Donald?
That's his real name, yes. I think he goes by Donzo or something.
Donzo. I'm gonna go and... Okay. I'm gonna watch the kid, make sure she eats a fruit.
Well,
and that carrot.
there's strawberry sauce over there.
That's not full of sugar. Oh my god, I sound like my mama.
I mean,
Oh god.
fruits in general are full of fructose, which is sugar.
The real strawberry, Henry.
There's
You too.
There's real strawberries chopped up in there.
You need to eat a fruit and that carrot too.
I've been eating fruits and vegetables and meats all my life. I'm going to splurge.
Make sure she eats one of those healthy things.
Fine.
I'm gonna go and check out who's here.
Alright, so you step out from the hallway and you see this mammoth of a man. He
On
is...
a scale of 1 to 10, but how hot is he?
He is a big boy. He is an African American gentleman with a shaved head. He's got tattoos on his skull, going down his neck, and he's got a white t-shirt on with a black leather vest, and he's got the black cut-off gloves with the metal knuckles on them, and he's just wearing jeans and combat boots basically down, and he's built.
Sure.
He's a big boy.
Okay. So I come around the corner and I just go to talk, I'm coming around the corner I'm gonna say
dude's
something.
Standing 6'6".
Yeah, and then I just don't say anything and I just look at him for a solid 30 seconds.
And he just keeps playing.
Hey!
Is he playing?
Oh, hey! How you doing?
Hey, are you Donald?
Yeah, but call me Donzo.
Donzo? I see you play bass.
I do.
That's cool. We got Everett here. He plays the guitar, and
You hear "Bruh" from down the hallway.
right now he's dealing with some internal demons, but he's fine. And I have a Fender. So we need a drummer.
Is he play that funky music, white boy?
No, it's a pretty funky bass line.
But
That's pretty fun.
but that's beside the point. Why are you here? Who are you?
Oh, well, I got called by and he like,
Diddy.
yeah, that's her name. I guess my parents were part of whatever's going on here.
Yep. Yeah, hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. What are you good at?
Really good at finding things.
That actually is great. That's great.
Yeah, it took me longer to get here because I was, and he, like, holds up a finger and he sets his guitar down against the amp that he has it plugged into, and he goes back to, his guitar case and he opens it up, and inside he pulls out a vase.
Holy shit! I screamed that so loud, so loud. I have to imagine that everyone has to hear me.
Biddy said that you wanted this thing.
I just run up to him and give him a hug.
It's like hitting a brick wall. He is...
You're very well built.
Thanks, I like fitness.
Oh my god.
You know what? I do too. Sure, it's all the rage, right? I got one of them one-piece things.
I like the aerobics.
Let's get busy.
Oh
What are you doing, John?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm really into, what the hell's his name of the pro?
Slash?
Richard.
Oh, Simmons.
Simmons.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's.
Wait.
All sweating to the great hits.
Okay.
Okay. Well, okay. My name's Danica, and I'm kind of your boss now.
Okay.
So
Nice place you got here.
Yeah, you can meet all of my biddies and all of the other people who are here that aren't biddy. Come follow me. Give me the base.
I'm coming up behind, like, awkwardly, like, holding a bowl of ice cream, spooning, but also the gun in my hand with the spoon.
Well,
Spoon and gun and also in the same hand. Like,
Donzo.
Uh-huh.
This is Henry.
Nice to meet you.
She will not shoot.
nice to meet ya. He says in a very high voice for this 6'6", super built.
He's
bald
good at
head.
finding things, and I just hold up a vase and shake it in your direction.
So he is. I lay down the bowl of ice cream and spoon.
Okay.
Pull the gun to the side and take his hand and
Yeah, his whole hand covers all of your hand. But he's
Yeah.
got a very, very gentle.
and then I holster the gun and start feeling up the forearm and the bicep.
Henry,
Yes.
stop touching him.
She's really friendly.
No, Henry, bad. I will tell Olivia on you.
It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. What you say your name was?
My name's Donald, but most people just call me Donzo.
Donzo. That is a fine name.
Sure.
Just grab him by where I can reach, and I rotate him towards the main entry area.
In the kitchen, where everybody else is?
Where Olivia and Duke Gray
Holy
are.
shit, what? That's where he went.
That's where he went, suddenly appears in the construct.
Oh shit, I believe I'm lost.
Where Olivia and Gray are.
Okay. So yeah, you see this hulking human being, and no Danica, because Danica is completely eclipsed by this man.
So, yeah, before he even showed up, I was actually, still by the map and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was attempting to make a phone call.
Okay.
Using the facility phone.
Sure.
I was wanting to use my fixer feature. Of course, it's a little moot now, but, add a little flavor to that. To contact someone about that I know will ignore the blacklist because they just want my money. So, and I'm assuming while I'm talking to this person, this cacophony of whatever the fuck that was just kind of
Base.
comes over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about that base.
Yeah.
No trouble.
If they were to wonder why, I would definitely be telling them that noise is probably someone that I'm going to shoot in a few minutes.
And they're so you're able to contact this older woman. You've only seen her once, and she's a wiry piece. She is very short, probably only about 4'2", and older, probably in her 40s, early 40s. And she's definitely had a Bell's palsy stroke, so she's got the little bit of droop to the eye and no teeth, but she's good at what she does.
She's a finder, and I need one.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm actually wanting to ask her about trying to find a particular face, which I know is here now.
There's lots of vases. What do you want?
Well, it's I don't actually know if oh, I know. Olivia, can you hear? I don't know where you are.
I'm literally standing right next to you.
Why are you standing right
Jesus!
next to me?
I was helping you with the map.
I thought you were getting ice cream. You need to...
Rosemary.
Okay,
Just have to
perfect.
imagine
Okay,
that you
do you
just look at him and
know...
roll your eyes in the back of the head to freak him out.
Do you know what the vase looks like at all? Did we find anything?
Yeah, it's a brass vase, and I literally just saw it in a vision, so I can easily describe it to you.
That's convenient. Okay, describe it to me.
It looks like a brass vase, and it has some intricate scrawlings in it, and anything else I need to know?
I'm like
Illustration where it has the darker background with depictions of old Grecians catching the wind in the vase.
Yep, that's what it looks like, exactly.
Yeah, as she's saying this, I'm kind of just like that soundbite,
Sure, you're repeating
relaying
it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
You
and
just push your phone up to her face.
as I'm talking. Aiolos is gonna break it. Hopefully not, but she's gonna try. They're gonna try.
Wait, is this one of those future visions you saw, or it already happened visions?
No, it's future vision.
Okay.
It might happen.
Didn't the last one actually just...
It happened. I couldn't do anything to stop it. Maybe we can stop this one. I don't know.
Okay.
This is a new thing.
Well,
This is a new thing I can do.
hopefully you find it before it's broken. If it's broken, hopefully we can fix it.
I'll mail you the pieces. I still expect half pay.
Well, it's just pull up your account. It's already there.
She's kind of, you hear her take a drag off a cigarette, and she starts kind of coughing, and she's like, alright, I'll call you back when I find it.
That's great. And remember, you should really stop smoking. I tell you this every time.
She takes a deep drag and blows it into the phone's receiver and hangs up.
She's a lovely person.
She sounds lovely.
She's great. She's really good at what she does.
I bet.
Real pleasant.
How long do you think it's going to take her?
Well, she's usually really quick about these kind of things. She's got quite the network, so...
Who's he? As Donzo
Donzo?
walks in. Who's he?
I don't know. I just saw him. Are you the one that's making that noise as I, hold the gun
I
up to
peek my head out from behind. Please, why do I have to keep telling you guys to not shoot people?
I was going to shoot him.
This is Donzo? Donzo, Gray, Olivia.
Hey, nice to meet you. As this hulking behemoth of a man suddenly speaks in a very light voice.
Oh, and Dawn was around here somewhere. She getting ice cream. He'll be gone later.
Okay, well, what are you doing here?
He's my finder. He's good at finding things.
What did he find?
I hope
No.
it's like this around his body.
Be careful with that thing. As I run over and try and keep you from dropping it. That thing literally broke in my vision.
Oh, I hope it wasn't me dropping it.
No.
I've been shaking it like a gourd around.
It's a very delicate vase. Why would you?
Here, you take it. I'm not good with delicate things.
Thanks. I will guard it with my life. Hopefully I
I
don't
pop
die.
out from behind him. Donzo found this for him.
So you can call your friend back and tell her she doesn't need... You shouldn't find it. I'm assuming it matches the description that.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like the one in your vision.
Why do you look so confused?
Well, we've, been trying to find this, and a few of these have kind of conveniently showed up. I'm starting to have a little more concern about
He's been
things.
looking for it for us for a while, apparently, right?
Yeah, for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Where
Biddy
did you
gave me a
find
call.
it?
I actually found it in Louisiana.
I look
man,
at the
we
map.
didn't get to go to Louisiana. Did you buy any t-shirts or shot glasses while you were there?
I didn't know I had to.
That's on your list of things to do now. You have to buy a shot glass and a t-shirt from everywhere you go.
Anything
Oh,
that you were
okay.
in, you need to get a t-shirt. I like the size medium.
I take out a map of the ones that she already has, and I've crossed them out. Here's a map. It just update it as you go.
It's actually in the rider.
And
There's actually
yeah, you
an
look at the
updated
map.
map.
Nowhere in Louisiana.
Nowhere in Louisiana was there
Makes
any
sense.
kind of markings, and he said, "I bought it off of an old hoodoo priestess. She was using it as a chicken bone carrier.
Ugh. Maybe we should clean this thing out.
Yeah, we should clean it.
Just kind of.
It's clean.
Oh.
He's cleaned it.
Oh, okay.
Donzo, honestly, you're the best. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, welcome home. Biddy, Biddy, could you show him to a room and to the ice cream?
Well, I'm trying to watch my figure.
And to the sandwiches. Protein, are you on a protein-based diet? High protein or like low calorie? I'm sure Biddy got it. Got whatever you...
Atkins.
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
Wasn't that
Yeah.
a thing until the 90s?
No, Atkins has been around since the 70s.
Yeah, but it wasn't like popular
Oh.
as we know it, right?
And he's like, I'll go find.
It was like 20 years ago.
I'll go find
It's been around for like 50
my room
years.
first, and then I'll come to the kitchen.
Well, that Biddy right there can take you. Or that Biddy over there can take you, too.
It was
They both
the 80s,
wave.
They just like exercise.
So yeah, he takes off and is still carrying all of his luggage as well.
Guys, I'm only a drummer short of having a full ensemble.
Are you expecting one of us to learn how to drum?
Are you going to join my sect? You want to become a part of my sect?
I don't
Then you
like-
can-
That sounds weird.
I don't want you to be my boss. That's lame.
You can play the tambourine or the cymbal or
Is that the name of your band?
triangle or...
Cowbell.
It needs more
What?
cowbell.
Is that
Yeah.
the name of your
No,
band?
we
My
don't have a
Sect?
name yet. We haven't
I like that.
we have not met together to come up with the name, and I think it's going to be a really hard process because Ever is it's going to want to call us something like the
Floating wizards.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one. That's cool.
The
Turns to
Dragons
Donzo.
of Avalon.
Oh, that's
He's
fun,
gone
too.
already.
That's a book.
Okay.
Isn't that a book?
Probably.
As he's walking through the hallway, he only has a few inches like this on either side where his shoulders are not scraping.
Olivia,
Are you half giant?
I just want you to be aware that I watched Henrietta hit on that man, and it made me feel very disgusted.
I mean, she hits on a lot of the people. I mean,
She does? I've never seen her hit on anyone.
she hit on Bobby.
Yeah, this is old people. It's already gross.
She's hit on people as far as I've ever known her.
Oh, I've never seen her hit on people. Maybe it was just weird because she's younger looking.
Yeah, that's it.
Don, you now see as this giant African American man with shaved head, tattoos, and like he stoops down into the door to the kitchen, and like he's talking to a biddy outside, and he's like, "Is this where the kitchen's at?" As he looks around at all of you.
Does not pull a gun on the black man.
Nice.
Right? I grew up in the multicultural.
Minnesota is where you.
I know, it's really ugly. I didn't shoot a black man.
Oh.
But yeah, he grabs like a giant, like he takes a couple sandwiches, like turkey sandwiches apart, and like fuses them into one sandwich, and like sits down on the bench seating next to you, Don, and he like holds his hand out to you, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Donzo."
Hey, I'm Don. So, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. And he's got a rather firm, not firm but soft shake and he just starts to like put that sandwich away.
Into his pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like, oops.
I don't get fed very often. But yeah, so what are the rest of you guys doing?
So we have the base.
Can we please just stay here one day?
I mean,
I'm basically just existing on caffeine at this point because we have slept in a car or on Bobby Singer's floor for like a solid week and a half.
I actually agree with her.
I want to sleep in a bed.
I mean,
You don't remember 2 days ago when we were in my house and had a slumber party?
Right,
We did
yes.
have a slumber party in your house. It was beautiful. It was magical. I would like one more bed.
okay.
I think we should stay here and plan
We have the base.
what
We know-
we're going
yeah.
to do with this base
And-
because
and where we're gonna meet up with this person.
I'm assuming we can just summon her.
How?
Them, yes.
How?
I mean, we know how to summon people. I mean,
But does it work for
we can always try. It doesn't
Yeah, we
oh.
shouldn't do it here because that's bad.
did
I'd
you
say so.
reveal what you saw in your dream or your
Where
vision?
the base broke?
Out
Yeah.
loud to
I did it to Gray, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
and Danica.
Oh,
and Anakin, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously be careful with this base, because I saw her break it, but, I mean,
Them.
yes, them. The air elemental. I'm just gonna use air elemental from now on.
What was their apprentice's name?
Aiolos.
Aiolos. Aiolos.
Well, I think we should come up with
So
a
they're
plan
gonna
that we
might come here.
probably will never follow through with because we're really bad at that. And then we lure Aiolos somewhere, and
We can't trap them.
we try to suck them up inside of that base.
I think they're in the wind cave. It's nearby.
Oh, that's a good
In
idea.
the wind cave?
Isn't there a wind cave
Yes.
in like the Black Hills?
Yes, there
Oh,
is.
is there? That's a good spot.
yes. We're not stopping for t-shirts.
Come on, I don't
Oh, we
have
will
a
get
t-shirt.
posters.
Yeah, after we you know,
Okay, after we deal with Aiolos, can we please get a t-shirt?
then
Fine,
And
after...
can we go to Mount Rushmore? I asked last time we were
I don't
here.
think you want to take Henrietta to Mount Rushmore.
Oh, let's not open that can of worms. Okay,
Can we go Wall Drug?
well, let's start with
Wait,
trapping the
right.
elemental.
Okay.
Okay, so she's really powerful. She can cut us up and use our own weapons against us. They can. What are we gonna do? We need to set a trap.
I tried trapping her. She just blew right through it. They blew right through it.
No, I'm saying we need to, get her off her guard. Lure her someplace where we have the advantage.
Where would we have the advantage against them?
Where's the place where there's no wind at all?
Inside of a tornado? Like the eye of a tornado?
Where we won't die if we're there.
Space?
Where we won't die.
If we were in suits, we would be fine in space.
I'm not a professionally trained astronaut.
Maybe you aren't.
Do you honestly expect us to get into space?
Well,
We don't own a rocket ship?
Wait a second.
Underground?
I
Oh, a
know
cave
about.
might be a good idea.
We're like
I know about
Wind
this.
case?
Wind cave.
we're a few decades ahead of privately owned rockets. Okay,
Oh.
Because if you remember when we were in Cape Canaveral, they were talking about how there's the vacuum chamber.
What?
How are we gonna lure them
Them.
into a
Them.
vacuum chamber?
We bring the pot. The pot is the bait. No, the base.
The base. Yes. They want to get really high.
Where is the vacuum chamber near here?
Florida.
We're in South Dakota right
There's
now.
no way we're getting to Florida.
She's gonna fuck us up on the They are gonna fuck us up on the interstate before we get to Florida.
Look, I'm throwing out ideas.
Maybe I can set a trap that is whatever you said.
A vacuum chamber?
Yeah, maybe it sucks the air in or something. I don't know. I've
Hey,
never.
why don't we do some more research on Aiolos and learn more about them? Maybe a weakness.
Yeah, that's a good idea. we can start digging through some of the stuff that Evers was looking at as I gesture at the map that he was obviously doing very poorly at finding. But does the stuff he had pulled up, does it talk about the different elementals and...
No, it was mostly about the vase that he
Okay.
had pulled up.
I probably don't know how to use this stuff, so I will have to wait forever to...
I told him to sleep for 3 hours because he got a bunch of epic hacking system.
That's
So maybe we should just... Y'all want to watch a movie?
I mean, I guess we have nothing better to do. We can't do research. At least, I can go read a book, maybe. Maybe I can find a book.
I mean, I can figure out how to use a computer, but it's not as quick as ever.
Right. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. I'll go to the library and start looking through books on... See if I can find anything that might be a weakness for Aiolos. That's what I'm going to do. You go watch a movie.
I'm going to go to the movie and find a fun, kid-friendly and get it all set up. Bring Kelly in there with her sandwich. 1 fruit, 1 vegetable.
She's going to watch 2 minutes of that and get bored.
She's going to fall asleep, probably.
Maybe.
You go into the kitchen and you see that she has wedged herself in between Dawn and Jonzo, and like feels really comfortable between the two of them.
You guys just look like a...
Before you get in there, Kelly squeezes in between you and Dawn, and she looks at you and she just kind of keeps like glancing up at you, and she like does this thing like this to you to lean in, and she's like, "Did you know you're glowing?"
Oh, again.
And you look at your pocket and it begins to glow again, and the familiar figure of your elemental model, Antiope, appears next to you, and she very motherly like slides the ice cream away from you and slides
You're lactose intolerant.
Right. Slides the like a sandwich and fruit up to you, and like looks at the little girl, who I believe she's also blonde, correct?
Well, no, black hair.
Black hair. She looks at the little girl, and for a second there, you see almost like a moment of like awe. You know, you were, and looks back at you and like you were this young too. And she kind of caresses the young girl's hair, and she like slides her ice cream bowl away as well. Mm-hmm. And slides the sandwich up and smiles at her. And then she disappears, fades back into that light. Donzo didn't really notice. He was pretty busy hammering away at his sandwich. But Kelly, like,
right?
Kelly looks up at you and she says, "Who is that?" I like, she gone?
She's gone.
I'm sorry, my mom's gone too.
Cuddle, little fucker.
Of course you do.
Give her head pats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretend like you care.
Right. Dawn would care.
Sure.
Eric would have been like, "You're here." Shoot it in his
You
face.
exist.
Yeah.
So you walk in, Danica, and you see that she's gotten pretty comfortable with Dawn.
Oh, yeah, I made friends.
We made Sundays.
And eating sandwiches and at least 1 vegetable.
God, you are her mother.
Y'all want to watch a movie?
Yeah. What do you want to see? What do we got?
That's a good Disney movie.
Literally everything.
Anything you would want to watch.
Snow White will be out.
You know what's out? The Last Unicorn.
Probably. Well,
All right.
Let's watch a movie about unicorns.
And Donzo looks up from his sandwich. He's like, "That sounds awesome."
You want to watch a movie about unicorns with us?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right. So you guys go into the movie room and tell the attendant Biddy that you would like to watch The Last Unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
And soon enough, it starts to play. Run time's roughly 2 hours.
An hour. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We probably watched that movie and then like I don't know, Snow White.
That was
Not
in
like
the
the
50s.
30s.
30s. Yeah, I don't know any of the cartoons that came out like
30s
in
or
the
40s,
80s.
like that.
That early into the 80s.
Maybe
the
like
Goonies.
maybe early like 50s.
The Goonies came out in the 80s?
Did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't remember what time. What 80s we're in.
I'm pretty
Goonies
sure-
actually came out in 85.
Yeah, because I think we
Cindy
were watching it.
Lauper.
I'm fairly certain we watched it in the hotel room when we
It
got
was
all,
on in
yeah.
the hotel.
Right.
And I put the Goonies in, and then I remember that I've seen it before, and I know that there's like things in there that are maybe
37,
not appropriate for a 7-year-old.
It's the 80s.
But then it's the 80s, and her parents aren't here.
This is very 80s, but yeah.
Whatever,
yeah.
So yeah, you guys are watching movies. Olivia is reading up on elementals. What are the rest of you doing?
I don't know anymore because, like, I was trying to find out about this base, but that just kind of mysteriously showed up on my doorstep. Oh yeah, I should call her back, not to go on that
Wild Goose Chase.
search. So yeah, that's about how I'll do.
You want to watch a movie about a unicorn?
What?
You heard me.
Are you going to join them in the movie room then?
I guess. What else am I gonna do?
So between watching the movies, Kelly also like looks back at Gray like every once in a while and steals glances towards him as well. What are you doing, Henry?
Henry decides to just wash up from their adventures, and so she goes into
Cleans
the.
her feet.
Yeah.
Has Biddy washed the boots?
I don't know. She goes into the latrine, takes a shower, and just gets all cleaned up, and then I think she stops at one of the mirrors, stainless steel polished mirrors, and she kind of looks at herself for the first time, like, since the transformation, and she's like, oh, Biddy? And she kind of, like, pulls a robe around, and
Yes, David.
you have any makeup at the facility?
I believe we can find some.
If you could bring some, I'd appreciate it.
You soon have a beautician Biddy come in with a whole mess of makeup.
Is it?
Okay.
Is it like Fran Drescher, like her the
No.
Beauty and the Beast, the beautician
Why
and the
not?
Beast?
Why not?
'Cause I can't do that voice. It would hurt.
Oh,
That,
it's not Fran Drescher. It's just like a giant dresser that is the beautician, right? That's what you're talking about?
No, I'm
What?
pretty
No,
sure she was talking about
From
Fran.
if you've seen the Beautician and the Beast, it says Fran Drescher.
Oh, you're saying Beautician and the Beast. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Beauty and the Beast.
No.
Never mind. Yeah.
yeah, so, Henry has a makeover. So, she, has now, like, eyeliner and mascara, like, to the sharp peaks, and she has eyeshadow.
She's got a beehive.
And she usually wears her hair in a braid, but she decides to just let it flow and comb it straight. And and then she, I think she takes her knife
Yep.
and like starts cutting up along her knee on her jeans.
She's making herself look young.
Yeah.
Well, you're putting in some cuts in the jeans?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she is cutting up holes in her jeans.
Topping my look.
She's becoming more fashionable.
Topping all my looks.
She's
Topping all
young now.
Mm.
It's and so she and some ruby red lipstick.
Yeah, she's gonna be so offended she'd make part of the makeover.
You were having movie night. Yeah, so that's what Henry does with her time.
Okay.
This is like every end of the 90s and early 2000s like high school flick.
Well, I was thinking Pretty Woman.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Pretty Henry.
So you guys have your movie nights. It's getting late enough where supper is being served. And there just doesn't seem to be enough information here on Aiolos in general. It seems like any information is just that they are the wind elemental. They are the most dangerous elemental. And that many had considered them basically the personification of death for the longest time.
Good to know. I'm assuming it doesn't tell me anything about where I might find them or any type of weakness or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. If depending on how long it takes me, I would definitely try and do like a shapeshift thing with my face just to see if I could, like to make myself look like one of the biddies. Just
go ahead and roll me some use magic.
that's a 8 and 3 is 11.
11. So you focus and your body begins to ripple like water, especially your face, and it feels weird because it feels like your features are moving on top of this fluid that's moving on your face, and eventually one of the biddies that is wandering around stops and like looks at you and is like, "That's odd.
What's odd?
You're not one of us."
How do you know I'm not one of you?
"Because I'd be able to detect you."
Very well. I'm gonna keep the face.
Okay.
I'm gonna see how long I can hold it, just to like test my powers. Essentially, does it like hurt to keep it for longer than like a minute?
No, but it's tiring.
Like it's
you start to become exhausted after about 10 minutes of holding the face.
Okay. I would pop in and like pretend to be a biddy, just to be like, "Would anyone like some popcorn?" Or something, as you guys are in the middle of a movie.
This biddy is shorter than the others, and
Biddy, when did you start, like, dressing like a teenager?
Oh, I'm trying to fit in with you all.
Okay, we got any cheddar popcorn?
I only have caramel corn, I'm sorry.
Biddy, you always tell me yes. What's wrong with you?
And I'll just start laughing and I'll shift back. I don't have any popcorn. I'm sorry, I lied.
the biddies bring in popcorn.
There you go. You got your cheddar popcorn.
How did you do
But save
that?
room for supper, dear.
I mean, the water elemental chicks could do it, so I figured I could try it, and it worked. It's really exhausting, though. It was a lot of energy, and I take a handful of popcorn to start like eating it.
Hey, but hey.
I'm hungry. That took
It's
a lot.
almost dinner time.
It took a lot of.
And it's my popcorn.
I'm sure Baby can get some more.
It was almost dinner time.
So, since when did that stop you?
I don't know. I'm trying to
Right
eat.
now.
Right now. I guess.
I mean, potentially, we can use the disguise thing to help us with Aiolos.
Will we disguise ourselves as?
No, I will disguise myself as maybe someone else.
Uh-huh.
Like one of the other elementals. She doesn't know they're all dead, right?
I have to imagine that they all have, like, a group chat where...
How is that possible?
And, when one of them isn't in the group chat anymore, they think, oh, that person must be dead.
How would you possibly know that?
I don't know!
I just read about them. I don't see anything about them being able to talk to each other.
I just assumed that maybe they knew that we were eating all their friends.
She has no idea.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, she at least knows that the water one's gone.
Yeah, sure.
She was there.
Right.
And the water one knows that the rock one's gone. She was there.
Yeah, but like I said, we don't know if they talk to each other. I could be the fire one.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
What's his name?
Lycurgus.
Yes.
What if you melt all your skin off?
I mean, I'm just gonna look like him. I'm not gonna be on fire.
What? Well, are you sure?
I'm just spitballing here.
Okay.
As I spit a little bit of fire.
So, okay. Well, that's not a bad idea.
It's an idea.
It's an idea.
So you're all called to supper. Henrietta, are you coming to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys all see a rejuvenated and made over Henrietta enter the
Why didn't you tell me you were doing your makeup?
What are you wearing? What is all this? What? Stop. What are you... No. Just no.
I like what you've done with the jeans, but I think you need a new top to go with that. I dig through my bag for one of my like t-shirts that have the slit sleeves and the slit bottom with the like beads.
Well, what if
over?
What if I did this though, and I take my my flannel shirt, which I usually wear, and I tie it into like a Daisy Duke.
Oh my gosh.
No, you need this one, and I shake all the beads at you.
Also reversals.
Just have beads?
Just
because
Isn't that one like a style? The cut slits?
Probably.
Oh, but wait, what about tie-dye? I got tie-dye.
I appreciate it.
Right.
I'm just trying out some new things.
You would look really good in a blazer.
Okay. Well, maybe we can try that down the road.
Oh, but I don't have any money to buy things. Neither does Greg, because he got fired.
Just sit down and let's eat, and we can talk about some strategy.
So you guys have your meal, and finally the road weariness hits all of you. Even though you did have the one night in Dawn's house, you know you're completely safe here. And so sleep overtakes all of you pretty quickly. Until this sound comes through the entirety of the construct, and it is this klaxon warning sound as the lights flash red throughout the hallway. Gray, when you wake up, you find the girl in bed with you. She apparently at some point in time during the middle of the night had crawled into bed. And she's out so cold that this doesn't even wake her up.
Yeah. Well, I have to go investigate.
Are you doing that awkward thing where you're trying not to wake her up and, like, move out of the bed? Alright. So Biddy meets all of you in the hallway as you come out of your rooms, and she says, "Oh, very bad news. Meet in the war room.
What do you mean bad?
Just meet in the war room."
We have a war room?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the girl safe in here?
Fine, we're in the construct.
Okay. So the construct is safe.
Yes?
Can we turn off the bells?
And she waves a hand.
What's going on? Okay, war room.
The lights
Right.
continue to...
Right, war room to find out what's going on. Alright, let's go.
So, on the map of the U.S. that was in the middle of the table here, you guys had seen a number of pillars that represented the seals. And there were some kind of pillars of lights coming from them, and now there is just one. And this pillar is flashing between white and red. And she says, "It's terrible news, dears. I think that final elemental is trying to forcefully break the last seal."
Where? Right now?
Right now.
Where is it? Where is it at?
It's in a town called Lawrence, Kansas.
Fortunately, wrong character. Unfortunately, that's not that far away, but...
Yeah,
that's
Considering we drove to Texas, it's not that far away,
It's still
people.
pretty far away. They could do a lot of damage in the 12 hours it takes us to get there.
Right.
How long will it take before the seal breaks?
It's hard to tell. I mean, just forcing your way through a seal can't be that easy. But it is the wind elementals, so I'm not really sure. Let's, I think I have some eyes in the area. And she goes over to one of the computer screens and taps a couple of the buttons on the keyboard in front, and you see Aiolos standing or hovering over one of the 5 pointed pentagrams that you guys had seen in Sioux Falls. And they are literally like just launching like these wind attacks at the seal itself. The seal seems to be in some kind of graveyard or another within one of the mausoleums, and they are just launching these attacks, and it's dissipating but it's also like slowly cracking along the edge.
I had something I wanted to ask Biddy before I went to bed.
Mhm.
I wanted her to make a replica of the vase, and see if that's something that she could do in a short period of time, because I knew we weren't going to be here very long. I just wanted to make it look similar and give it to Danica, and see if that's something she could do.
She says, I think I may be able to make one, have one machined. Shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Perfect. Thank you. So, I just want to do that before I went to bed. I'm sorry.
Sure.
But we have to go. I don't know how we're going to get there. I mean, we can...
all of our cars are in the garage.
We can try and use magic to get there.
I don't think that that's how magic has ever worked for us.
I mean, teleportation magic is dangerous, but it's a thing we can try.
I would rather us get there alive than die before we get there, and everyone else die too.
We don't have a lot of time.
Liddy,
Thanks, dear.
what's the fastest thing you have to get to Kansas?
And she just smiles and says, well, most of your cars are pretty souped up. I would say they would be the fastest things.
Except for yours.
Except for yours, dear. Yes, I apologize.
It's her own fault. Don't apologize.
I had my reasons. Well then, perhaps
Oh, somebody should tell Ever.
let's not
We're
right
going to
now.
that.
Did any of us have a 4-person seater? Or did anyone have a car big enough to fit 5 people? I guess my car probably does.
Yeah, because you guys took your car too.
Alright, I'll take my car.
Alright.
It's only a
Better not get crushed.
11-hour drive.
We won't. We will make it. We were going to make it in 8.
Okay. It's 700 miles.
We don't need to go the speed limit. It's fine.
Okay. Well, hopefully 11 hours is enough time to get there. Before,
Make it in 8.
yeah, hopefully 8 is enough time to get there and not have the seal be broken.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice.
Grab your shit. It's time to roll out.
Here's the fake face.
I put it in my bag very gently.
That's how you should treat the real face.
That's how you're going to treat the real vase, is you have it.
Right.
Take care of Kelly.
Certainly, dear. So you guys arm up. You check your bags and you've been restocked.
Woohoo! Oh, did you finish my other sword?
Why would you need another sword?
Well, I asked you before I left if you could make me a magical sword, but then my sword got possessed by Arthur, so it is magical, but I didn't know if you was still...
Yes, dear, I'm the one who summoned him.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's how I made it magical.
Thank you. Keep
The
going.
biddy works in mysterious
Yeah,
ways.
Right.
Okay. I just thought that something weird happened with her magic. and
Don't
she
make him
accidentally-
mad.
I've tried. He's nice. He's real friendly. He just likes to stab things. Let's go!
On the way out, I want to pass through the armory.
Okay.
Oh yeah, me too!
So yeah, I mean, I've got this handgun and this SMG. I'd like to ask if got anything bigger. I'm not really concerned about concealing things right now.
Gray will never be told you should have brought a rocket launcher ever again.
She says, well, you left this last time and you asked for ammo, and she provides the grenade launcher that Susie had previously with a full clip of ammo.
I think this will do quite nicely, yes.
Well, he just finished it, so...
Do you have any?
I was only making weapons, I apologize.
You already have.
I only have one armor, so
I think
another
it's
armor would be
nice.
nice. But that's okay. That's fine.
I don't suppose there's, any sort of ceramic plates.
What?
You wanted armor.
It's not gonna...
Yes, that's what body armor is made out of.
It's fine. I'll ask them to make me some Kevlar next time we're back.
Alright.
Just Biddy with like a thimble on one and a needle, just like sewing some Kevlar.
Alright, anybody else want anything else before you leave?
I would like a shotgun.
Bullets aren't gonna do anything against her.
Oh, that's true.
She's gonna do something against us.
Right. She literally used them
What
against
things
us.
are good against a wind man?
Vacuum.
Vacuum. We just come up on her with the fucking Hoover.
Are we Ghostbusters? Are we Ghostbusters now?
Hey, you got one of them sharkbacks?
Just thinking back to the Casper movie from the 90s.
Right, yep.
Okay, well the sword's good enough.
So you pile into your car. And you leave through the exit.
Before we leave, I take out my extensive collection of T-shirts and leave them here just in case my car gets totaled.
Sure.
Yes, guys, there were more in the trunk of the car the
Of
whole
course,
time.
of course there were.
From previous trips.
Right.
Yeah. So who's driving?
That's my car.
I didn't know.
You can drive your crazy ass car. That makes sense.
So yeah,
I wonder
there's
what she did to it. It already happened.
yeah, she has installed a complete blower on your engine, and you she tells you beforehand. She's like, there's a couple of tanks of nitrous oxide underneath. Use them sparingly.
You just see Danica's eyes just like start shining with stars. She's so excited. We're gonna go
I would
fast.
think.
What it does.
I don't
And she's
know. I
like,
was thinking
the
maybe like,
armor's light,
what's
but
that?
it should deflect any bullets for a time being, not
nitrogen?
completely.
What's
So
What about
Freeze
wind?
Oh, like,
Angry.
Yeah.
Angry wind.
I'm not sure, dear. You'll have to tell me.
Okay.
So you feel a lot of power when you turn over the engine to your car, more so than there had been. And you leave out the tunnel.
My
Yeah.
car. So I flip open like the console, and I like rifle through, and I pull out a cassette tape and jam it in there, and like spin the volume thing as loud as it'll go, and start playing some music, and then I pull some shades down and I put them on, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you put metal to the floor, and soon you're going speeds excess 100, 120 easily.
She's having a good.
We're all
And
holding it for dear life.
it's weird because you do pass a couple of cops, but they don't seem to take notice of you.
Sounds about right. You're going too fast. They can't catch up.
Too much of a blur. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.